you yada over the best part.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, it's another Sunday in Kansas City, which means one thing and one thing only, bitch. The Yada Yada Podcast is back for episode 143. Once again, baby, it's the kid Joe Cornejo, Black Hyphy's in the building, producer Nelson, and of course, the podcast MVP every damn time, Sebastian! We got River in the building, and of course, as you guys see on the camera, to my right, that's your left. We got the one and only Mango Mariah, a.k.a. Ty Faison. What's good, Ty?
What's up, bro? Thank you for having me.
Oh, thanks for coming through, bro. How's it been, man? So you just put out Until the War's Won, the debut album from Ty Faison. It came out a week ago. How's the week been, man? How's the reception been for the project?
Man, it's been good. I feel like reception is, I'm still figuring out. I'm still seeing because we're still so early in the process. So I always feel like I'm maybe speaking hastily when I'm just like, oh, yeah, it's good. I mean, but it's been good. It's going good. The week's been good. I've just been feeling the reception to what people think about the album and just how they feel about it, seeing what they think.
Yeah. How many people have told you this is a classic debut album?
I stopped keeping count, but 20 plus.
Drop a bomb, Andre! Hold on, Nelson, where you at? Come on now.
He asked that because he was at the listening party. I was keeping count. And there was 15 people came up to me at the listening party and told me I started keeping count that night.
He said after 20, I just said fuck it.
It's
up.
A lot of people who heard it felt that way. A lot of people who heard it felt like it was a classic.
Did you call it a classic that day?
I didn't tell him that to his face.
We adding it to the count.
Yeah, but hey, are you calling it a classic?
It is a classic.
We adding
it
to the count.
I've
man.
been new.
Man, so how was the listening party? Because when I walked in, as the last episode we talked about, I was like super packed, bro.
Man, you tell me how's the listening
party? That shit was lit. I had a great fucking time. I walked in right when Tyshawn Jones started playing. I was like, see, yes, came at the right time.
It was a great event. I was very happy just to see people come out to support, what we've been doing, especially on my first real solo venture. My story is a story that's really real to me. It's not the most fun story in the world. So the fact that people came out and they made it a fun night, that meant a lot. Yeah, it was dope. A lot of people showed up. It was packed, man.
Sold out. It was like damn near sold out, right?
It wasn't ticketed. It was a free event.
Motherfucker packed that bitch out.
Yeah, it was packed out. I mean, it was definitely past capacity. Outside was packed. Inside was packed. It was packed.
Hey, every time y'all go to Lay Lounge, y'all pack that motherfucker out, bro.
I love Lay Lounge too. It's like a good vibe. It's a cool spot. It's like low key. It's a peaceful vibe.
Very relaxed environment.
It is.
How was it hearing the album outside for the first time at the listening party?
I don't know. I was kind of out of it. I wasn't really in the moment.
You was in the flow state?
Yeah, you say. It was great. I mean, it was just like we're here. It's out.
Mm-hmm.
All these people, a lot of people I love, a lot of people I didn't know, but they're new family now for coming out showing support. So it was great. I mean, I don't know. I'm still in it.
Yeah.
It was a great moment.
Does it feel like a huge relief off your shoulders now that the project's out into the world?
Nah, because we still working right now. We still
I love that.
Message.
Yeah. So it's just we literally are like deep in the process of something right now. So
right.
Yeah, so no, I don't feel that. I'm still in that mode. Honestly, I'm still in work mode right now.
That's one thing I've noticed about you and the Seven Rings crew is that, once y'all drop an album, like you guys are still like thinking about the next move. Even while you're making the album, once it's released, it's like, yeah, this is the next move.
Well, it's all plotted out.
Yeah, exactly.
This is like this whole thing that we've been doing for this last year has been like one planned run. Like we knew in 2023 that we were gonna do all of this. So that's why I don't know if this will always be like the output, but it's like this was the set output for this time frame, because it's like we have the time to do it now. Like let's do it now.
Just run it up.
Where you at?
Yeah.
Shit.
All right, go ahead, brother.
I was I rap with your dad. I was kind of talking to him about like the past month or so, just in the local scene. But we ended up just talking about how you are able to work that side of things, like just organizing and managing and planning, pretty much.
Yeah.
And he was telling me that you've been doing this for a minute. You had a collective when you was younger in the attic. You know,
Yeah.
what's the name of your collective?
The OG, which is pretty much Seven Rings. Like a lot of people who was in this was in Seven Rings too. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Baker Clan.
Okay.
That was the
Baker
OG.
Clan. Shout out Baker.
That was in like 2012.
Where did the name Baker come from? Or Baker Clan come
Baker Skateboards.
from? Okay.
Yeah.
So it was inspired by
Yeah,
this.
Like
it's kinda
Terry
just-
Kennedy and all
yeah,
that?
Terry Kennedy.
Was he on Baker, right?
He was on Death Wish, which is under Baker. Am I tripping?
Andrew Reynolds was on Baker.
Andrew Reynolds was on
He was
Baker.
like the
Like the
goat.
main guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
From there, but I don't really know too many like Baker skaters anymore. I'm like tapped out of that for a minute now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was in the Clan. I think it just came. I mean, honestly, we were kids, so we weren't able to like put that much thought into the name. It was just like Clan. Like I think it was Raider Clan at the
Yeah.
time. But it wasn't like because of Raider Clan, but it's like okay, it was like Clan, Mob, Unit, Gang. Like so, it needed to be something, and so we just went with Clan. It just sounded different, but obviously, I'm glad that we didn't stick with that because I didn't think about the implications that could come from that. But yeah, that was the OG group. But a lot of the people who were a part of Seven Rings were doing this in 2012 with me, like Alex Guapo, Paris Williams, Medici, who's the other guy in the Human. Probably some more people slip in my mind, but we're all like 2012, 2013 guys. Yeah,
that's dope. I didn't realize it was the same group that he was talking about.
Yeah, it's went through phases. People come and go as we went. But even right now, this shirt I'm wearing is from Drop Dead, which was basically like what Baker Clan turned into when we got older.
That was the next
Yeah.
step for it,
Yeah,
right?
and this shirt is from 2019.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, so damn. Have you always liked working in collectives?
Yeah, definitely. That was the only thing I saw myself doing for the longest time. So that's why I'm just now kind of getting to the point where I'm doing like solo shit because I was always inspired by groups and collectives. I always knew I would do both, like the collective and the band. Like when I was a kid, I knew I would do that.
Yeah. Okay. So before we get to the Wars one, I kind of want to talk about just a little bit like what led up to the album being made.
Yeah.
So when did you start recording until the Wars one?
2024.
So last year.
Yeah, last year. Yeah.
Okay. So this wasn't in the plan when you guys were making Saturn Days. This album
No.
was it in the plans for BSK to do solo projects after Saturn Days?
Yeah, we were gonna do solo projects, but we were gonna like work on them together. I mean, and me and Gabe, I worked on her Honey Pop mixtapes. I worked on both, but that was the plan. Mixtapes were like in the plan, solo shit, but not the way that it happened. So especially my solo, Until the Wars one came after the fact.
That it broke up.
Yeah, after BSK broke up.
So would you say would we get Until the Wars one if BSK never broke up?
No. I would have did the album, but it would have been something different for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how was that for you? Because you were in BSK, obviously, one of the three members there. How was that moment for you? Because you said the breakup happened abruptly, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So how was that for you? 'Cause you talk about on the album how like you've been fucked up since the group broke up.
Yeah, because I mean, when I wrote that song last year, so that was maybe like 5 months. Like that's watching cartoons. I wrote that maybe 5 months, so I definitely had been fucked up.
Yeah,
at that time,
it's just fresh.
Hell yeah. What was the question?
I was
Sorry.
so how was that moment for you? Like when the group abruptly breaks up.
I was like, what the fuck? Like that shit. It changed my life. That was like I've been doing music for a long ass time. I've been making music since I was like 10. So I've been through like a lot of shit in music, but that was like the hardest thing I've been through in music was like navigating that breakup. I've never considered stopping. I do like this is what I do, but that was probably that was the closest I ever came to even considering it. Like, damn, like is this shit even still worth it? Cause that was crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how long did it take for you guys to just like navigate and pivot from BSK breaking up to Seven Rings?
We were already doing Seven Rings.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, we were already doing Seven Rings. So Seven Rings was gonna happen regardless.
Okay.
Yeah, that started around Saturn Days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dope.
But it was just gonna be like like videos, media, shit like that.
Yeah. Okay, so like just like a conglomerate of different things in the medium of music.
Yeah,
with like videos.
It was gonna be like a multimedia company, which it still is. Like Seven Rings, when it's said and done, is gonna be a multimedia company where we're gonna do music, film. That's the main two mediums for now, but we want to expand into doing like foundational work, like within different communities, and like ways we can help like that. And I don't know, like I want to keep expanding. I want to keep an open mind in terms of like interests I develop over time. But Seven Rings, that was the sole intent when we first started it.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I was kind of looking at it as like a label.
Yeah,
Like, that's how it's kind of felt to me.
it's kind of a makeshift label.
Yeah.
Right now.
It's just because y'all got to run it yourself pretty much.
Yeah, so eventually we might do the label thing. I don't know if I want to like. I have mixed feelings on that.
I mean, I feel like you got a talent for it.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
For real.
Yeah,
Because you kind of run a label right now with the artist.
yeah,
Because you're like kind of like the head, the head producer along with Medici. So you guys are helping craft the sound, the ideas, the concepts with Gabe, with Paris, with Monogram. So you guys kind of are like
with Grace Internet
and Grace Internet too.
Grace
Yeah,
Internet, the new Seven Rings artist.
Okay. Dope.
yeah. So you guys are kind of running a record label. But it's just you and the homies. It's not like an official record label, but it's kind of like the same concept.
Yeah, I feel like. I mean, it is. I just don't know how much further, like if it'll stay like this or if I want to expand it,
Add more
in the
people to
future.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I can see myself doing it though, but I kind of go back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So now that the BSK time in your guys' life, is coming past, when you look back and reflect on that time in your life, like how do you feel about that moment?
Overall, I know I'm gonna get to a point one day where I'm just like happy because we did some crazy shit. We played Madison Square Garden together. Like that's a fact. Like,
Drop a bomb. Drop a bomb, Sebastian.
Like
We got producer Sebastian over there. It's right there. Flex bomb. Right there. Oh, up. There we go. There you go. You saw that happen in real time, y'all. Welcome to live TV.
And like we got to tour and like go around the country, and there's a lot of like on top of that. One thing I love about BSK is we spoke about like black people and our experiences, and it was nuanced. It was like we talked about a lot of fucked up shit that we go through as people, and personally in our race we talk about really good shit or like really the things that we love about being black. It was really a black experience. I think sometimes that could get missed when you look at it on surface level, but from album 1 to album 7, the last one, from Let's Play Sports to Heaven on Earth, it was
7 albums.
Yeah,
y'all was
bro.
fucking working.
Yeah, I love music, bro. We all did. We all do. And it was like, but man, it was black, bro. Like, it was really black. I feel like that's my favorite thing about it. But obviously, there are things, being younger, there are things that you do musically that you're like, maybe when a little, I think when we did the Puppies Forever album and when we did Cyber Kiss, parts of those, I think maybe we were a little too in our minds about what people wanted us to sound like or what people expected us to sound like. And we made some music that it's not my favorite. I'm sure they would probably agree to. But man, what we did on Surf and then whatever, man, and came back to doing the Saturn Days Heaven on Earth album. I'm proud of it musically, but it's a mixed bag. Obviously, and
it's still fresh.
Yeah, it's still fresh. So
Hindsight's 2020.
Yeah.
I think I know Heaven on Earth was the final album, but I think for like you guys as a band, like that was it's unfortunate it ends on that album, but that's a great body of work to just end the run on.
Thank you. And yeah, I agree. I feel like Saturn Days, Heaven on Earth, that's kind of like one album. That's how it was made to be.
Originally
like
double disc.
Yeah, double disc. Man, bro, I feel like people will go back and get what we was doing on that because we was talking about a lot of shit that I'm proud that we talked about on. Because, we was risking it, bro. Already because we was on, bro, like, we needed to do something that striked. And we put that show on the line to talk this black shit. And niggas basically was like, get the fuck on. But so, but I'm glad that I took my L over some shit I really care about.
Yeah.
Like, obviously I didn't want to take the L, but I'm glad I took that L over some shit that I fucking care about, bro. Like, I didn't take my L like chasing the trend or trying
to be something you're not.
Yeah, I took that L standing on something I believe in. I stood on it. Like,
And it's really just like, it's not even an L you look back on. It's just like growing pains.
it feels like an L.
I mean, yeah. No, I mean, I know the feeling. Yeah.
That's part of life. You know, you gonna have those misses or those failures, and you learn from it. As long as you don't quit. Like that, the main thing is like you're still able to make music throughout this.
Yeah,
and you didn't quit.
Yeah, and like one day people will go back and listen to Saturdays, and it's like, bro, they were talking
that shit,
real shit on that album. And on top of that, some of the shit we was doing on the album musically, like it may not be niggas' cup of tea, but I mean, like, Black Children is like a bossa nova punk fusion. That shit is crazy, man. It's electronic too. It's like everything all in one. That's the type of shit I like to listen to. So those songs are still like the fact that we did shit like that. I'm still happy that we were able to.
And go all the way with the vision.
Yeah.
What you guys want to do. Because it's unfortunate it ended, but you guys were definitely about like hitting a stride with those like Saturn Days and Heaven on Earth. And it's like the third album, you told me a little about the direction you wanted to go in, and it just sounded like it was about to get even better.
Yeah, we would have figured it out if we would have stayed together, for sure. We would be doing, I think if we were still together, we would have done well.
Yeah, because
we
like,
would have figured it out.
You guys were young, like you said.
Yeah.
And
so,
just trying to figure it out as artists and as young people trying to be in this industry.
Yeah, so all in all, I know I'm grateful for Black Star Kids. I'm grateful for everybody who listened, and I'm grateful that we all got to have those experiences together as a family, as you know, great, real, genuine friends during that time. You know, I'm glad that we were able to do that. Obviously, shit happens, so there's shit that happens that sucks. That, you know, I might still be. I could still think about it and probably get upset about, you know, like industry shit or, you know, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's like, whatever. It's like, where shit's going on, I can't complain, bro.
And on top of that, like, even though the group broke up, like, you guys still built a nice fan base that will carry over to what you guys are doing now.
And I love everybody who listened. And they all
seem very dedicated, too.
Yeah, but even the people who didn't fuck with it. Just anybody who, like, gave it a chance and listened and just talked about some shit that we were making when we were 18, 19, just giving it the time of day to even discuss it. I mean, man, I appreciate that. I appreciate the whole experience.
Do you guys feel like BSK was appreciated in KC for what y'all accomplished when it was happening?
Yes and no. Like, yes, in terms of like every time we did a show here, it was packed. I mean, like, because, you know, I think it's easy. I try not to fall into that Kansas City artist trope of like, oh, niggas ain't, you know, like, when there's so many people doing, it kind of be disrespectful for me to say that BSK didn't get love in the city because so many people rallied behind us and showed so much love. But obviously, you know, niggas do it ain't my type of music, but it's good. But it's not my, you know, like niggas always gotta like let you know.
Backhanded, like,
yeah. So,
I fuck with it, but not for me.
Yeah, like that got annoying. But man, I can't complain, bro. Like I really can't complain, especially about BSK. Like, Kansas City, I love Kansas City, bro. We wouldn't have been able to do anything that we did without Kansas City. That might not be the case for everybody, but with BSK, I can't complain about Kansas City because Kansas City is the reason why everything good happened for BSK.
Where's the message at, Sebastian?
Message.
Thank you. Okay, so now before we get to the album, there is a person I want to just kind of get some more background on because it's a person that you bring up quite a bit throughout the album until the war is won. It is your close friend Brian.
Yeah.
And one thing on the album you talk about is just how that friendship and then that sudden loss of Brian impacted and affected you. So could you tell us a little bit more about your friendship with him and who he was as a person?
Brian was like my best friend along with Guap, me, Alex, and Brian. I mean, and you know, we had a lot of bros that we was all close to. Manny, Justin, Andrew, Hera. Like we had a lot of bros, but it was just like me, Brian, and Guap. We was like a trio. And Brian was just, he's my age, but he was kind of like a little more advanced in life than we were. Like he just knew how to do shit early, and he knew how to get money, and he always had way more money than everybody that we knew. And he believed in me, bro. Like he always advocated for me to stay out of trouble. Like go to school, bro. Like focus on music. Like don't do bad shit. Like you don't gotta do shit like that, you know? Like. And he was somebody who was willing to go to the furthest extent for the people that he cared about. And I was just lucky enough to be one of those people in his life. He was just a very influential person to my life because I was able to do shit like BSK and kind of escape reality and make like fun loving shit because of people like him. He was one of the guys who made shit like that possible. And you know, when I was growing up, a lot of people didn't understand me or thought I was weird. I mean, a lot of niggas still like that. But Brian was never one of those people who ever like made me feel like I was being judged. Like I was always able to be myself around him, even though we were different. But it wasn't like me being different was like a bad thing. He was like one of the first people I met that was like that, because we met at a really young age. We met when we were like 12 or something like that. So yeah, that's like my best friend, man. It's one of my bros, my brody.
Yeah. Would you say his loss inspired the direction and story of the album for Until the Waters One?
Yeah, cause when you lose somebody that's like a best friend that you got all type of memories with, it make you start reminiscing and going down memories. And so we start tapping it. Like a lot of my music that I do before isn't really based in like memories or reality. It's more so based in like fantasy, because I'm trying to like create this world that my music could live in. I mean, like I like really bright, colorful, happy sounding shit. And I mean, I still am that way. So, you know, I was inspired by Pharrell and Tyler and Ye and, you know, all these people. So I always kind of wanted my music to exist in that bubble. But, you know, losing Brian and then getting around a lot of my guys who I hadn't been around in a while, it brought back memories, like good memories, bad memories, but just like the shit that we be going through, the shit that we went through growing up. And so I felt like to start my career off, I wanted to tell people like what I really come from before I really get into what I want to do musically.
Yeah,
like, I wanted the story to be established, and yeah, I do feel like losing Brian sent me on that. It put me further on that road of like memory lane or like telling the story and shit, because he was one of the main people who a lot of my story is like intertwined with, because I used to be with him so much.
And he was part of the story.
Most definitely, bro.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
So, Until the Waters One, what does that sentiment mean to you, and why did you want that to be the title of your debut album?
I feel like that's my thoughts on, I mean, at the time, I ain't gonna lie, the initial concept came from a place of negativity where it was like, I was mad at certain shit, and I'm just like, man, I'm gonna defeat this certain shit that I'm mad at. But then it's like, nah, it's actually, as it changed and as I kind of stepped away from anger, I realized the title was really just like my approach to life. Like, you got to keep doing this shit, even when you don't want to, or even when it's hard, because you're not gonna get what you want or what you deserve in this shit if you just stop.
Yeah, I like that. Because how I kind of interpret the name is like, and just listening to it, it's like more of a eternal battle.
Yeah, definitely.
Or like you touch on it on songs like Faith, where it's like you push and keep hope, you know, but you having a hard time hanging on to hope. And that is like definitely a weird space to be in, because it almost feels like you're not being honest with people.
Yeah.
And it's cool to hear you talk about that. And I think that's that adds to hope, because we've talked about grief in music before, and it's a hard thing to express. So when you hear great artists like yourself talk about grief and express their grief, it is helpful to people. You know, it's something that people can connect to and like get through their test with, you know.
Yeah, man, thank you. Yeah.
So now you said you started writing this album last year, right?
I did, yeah, last year.
And when did Brian pass away?
Last year, May 2024.
So his passing is when you started writing this album?
Well, both, like the Black Star Kids breakup was like May 2024. Then like 2 days later, a day or two later, Brian died. It was like back to back. So
Man.
yeah, so both of those things. I mean, yeah, both of those things was like, yeah, let's. Well, no, I added songs to the Mango mixtape that I did last year.
Okay.
So I went back and added songs like Escapism 2, Euthanasia. Like none of that stuff was on there. So I went back and I like wrote that pack of songs, which I think kind of got me in the mode to start Warriors 1, which I think I started like in July or like August, something like that.
Okay. So I remember you, like you said, you put out Mango Mirai, a project late last year.
Yes.
But you kept it kind of like a quiet release. You posted about it once, and then you kind of kept it quiet because you wanted this album to be the moment people catch on to Ty Faison.
Yeah, this is like my first statement. I already had that. I already was doing that. And that was going to be, it was initially planned to be kind of like a side project to the Black Star Kids albums that we were doing. That's where like the Saturn thing comes from. But, and I love that mixtape. And so, of course, I still wanted to put that out. But I felt like I wasn't ready to like go out and do shows and do videos and interviews or anything like that. Like I was in this mode of I need to create this album. So I wanted to isolate from the world and just lock in and just focus on making what it was like my real, like this is my first statement as an artist.
And you know, getting into the album now, like you start the album off with Soldier Music, and I think that's a really dope intro because it's like a mission statement of Ty Faison as an artist and like as a person and who you are, where you from, and what you want to set out to achieve to do.
Yeah.
And,
Thank you.
And the cool thing about it is, like, especially throughout this album, is that there's a lot of, you know, heavy moments of like trials, tribulations, obstacles, loss, grief, pain. But despite all of that, you always find a way to make sure there's like a message of hope and faith that despite at the end of like all of this shit, like we still gonna make it. We until the war is won, we still gonna keep pushing.
Thanks, man. I mean, I wouldn't even say that's intentional. So thank you.
Word, cause like
Yeah.
I think on my re-listen earlier today when I was just trying to get some stuff ready and some thoughts ready for the interview, it was cool because I was listening to it and I was like, you know, he's talking about a lot of heavy shit, but it's like there's always like some hope in there.
I just write it how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
I try to write it close. I mean, especially for Until the War is Won, I think it was more so just put it down. Like, how do you feel? And if it's coming off hopeful, it's something I'm even still learning myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still learning about myself and my psyche and how I really am. So,
yeah. And you know, I like it though because it's like you guys do a great job of making the first song of like the projects like the one that introduces people to who you guys are. And so like this, when you talk about your story, you know, you as a child coming up and then like what you inspired to be. Like I always wanted to I dreamed about being the best rapper alive one day. Now I realize I'm closer than I've ever been.
Yeah, for
you know
sure,
what I'm saying?
for
Like
sure.
I'm number one. I'm absolute number one, fucking number two. Like
Yeah.
you really let it be known like Ty Faison is here, this is who I am, and I'm about to make noise.
man, I mean, I know the work I'm putting in. I know what I'm prepared to do. I know the quality of the product I'm delivering. So I'm a humble person, but I stand behind the work 100% because this is what I do. I dedicate my life to this. I've always wanted to be a rapper my whole life. So I have no hesitation in saying that.
Yeah.
Because I know the work that I've done, and I know the work I continue to do, and I know the thought that goes into the music. I know that I put real emotion into the music. I mean, man, like even just in the process of talking about the album right now, like I'm kind of teetering on on the emotion, bro, because it's my real life story, and I put everything into this music. Like my life is this music, so I stand on everything I say in the music, bro, 100%. So I got no qualm with saying that at all.
All right, so with that being said, you know, we all found ourselves in a funny situation last month where actually you being in the top 5 along with some other people like caused a lot of stir.
Yeah.
And for a lot of people look on the outside looking in, they weren't as familiar with you because you just put out Mango,
Yeah.
but you kept it quiet.
Yeah.
So a lot of people may have not heard it yet or even known it was out yet. So they're like, who the fuck is Ty Faison? And then people were speculating that you were on my top 5 because you were just my friend.
Right.
So seeing everything play out, because you guys kind of got a lot of the backlash.
Yeah.
So how was that? How was it being in that, knowing like you're about to put out an album and like but people don't know who you are yet, so they're questioning your ability?
I try not to let that shit really take up too much space in my mind because I know what I'm doing. Like I know what I'm dedicated to doing. So I feel like, don't get me wrong, like if people are inspired to prove themselves or whatever, like that's cool. I'm not telling nobody not to do that, but for me it's like I'm not really on a mission to prove myself to any particular person. I know I'm dedicated to my craft and to being one of the best, not in the city. Like I'm dedicated to being like one of the best ever. And so
Message.
I'm on the path to that, bro. Like I just stick to the work, bro. I keep my head down. I do the work. I let the work speak for itself. A lot of people, are still figuring out who I am, and it's going to continue to be that. I want more people to find out who I am, and the work is always going to speak for itself. Like,
And that's why we're here. Until the
Yeah,
war, until the
so-
war is fucking won.
yeah. So I mean, as far as like the drama and anything like that, I don't get into like the drama side of shit. especially when it's, like, I don't know, like if it's not really like that big of a deal to me, but it's like, or if it's not so personal or whatever, like I don't get too caught up in it. But in terms of myself, like I have that hunger, but I have that hunger, that hunger is, I guess I'm proving something to myself. So I don't really let other people or other people's statements or opinions like dictate my pace or what I do. Cause then once you start doing shit like that, the way I see it, like people have control of you. Like,
Yeah,
like
100%.
like, I mean, it's easy to fall into that, and I also did want to say, I definitely wanted to shout out TC because we grew up together. A lot of people, I don't think know that, but we literally grew up together. Brian, my friend who I was talking about earlier, that's like both of our friend. Like we grew up with him. So I think the only thing that I really took away from that I cared about was just like the fact that me and him talked on a personal level and was just like, it's deeper shit at stake in our relationship than rap. Like we didn't really meet through rap. So I got love for him. I know he got love for me. So that part was the only part of it that I cared about because I really know him, but all the other shit, it's just, I mean, I don't know. It's
just good entertainment.
Yeah, it's funny.
Man, I ain't even going. I'm gonna stay focused on because I wouldn't say it was good entertainment.
I use
like,
good very loosely.
Yeah, but it's
no.
But I mean, I don't know. I feel like the way to really do shit. Like, there's nothing wrong with having a competitive spirit. I just feel like we should, like, if people want to compete, they should compete through, like, who can make the best album and who can move people the most and shit like that,
Mm-hmm. Shit that actually, like, is important to, like, the overall bigger picture.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I mean, everybody has their own pace and their own shit. I think people should just focus on, like, what's important to them. That's why I think that's the best way I could put it. Just focus on what's important to you. So for some people, maybe like a Kansas City top 5 is really important to them. But I feel like if it's not so important to you, it doesn't have to become important to you because like niggas say so.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I definitely understand, like, because you're passionate about what you do. We're passionate about this, like, you've been doing this your whole life type shit.
Yeah.
So it definitely is gonna be some emotion and feeling behind it, but that always gotta be directed and used to propel you to your goal and what you desire.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just stay focused on the craft, bro, and just keep putting good shit out. And that's like, man, every time I drop anything Tafazon, you see that name on it, like it's gonna be good
quality.
shit.
If you see the human, it's gonna be quality.
Yeah, because that's what I'm on. Like I'm really, I'm 100% dedicated to the craft of this shit. Like this is my life. So everything that comes with it is just what comes with it. Like I can't complain about any of it because it's all just what comes with it.
Yeah, I mean that's part of the game.
Yeah,
and the bigger you get, the more that problem's gonna arise.
Yeah, so it's like if anything, it's just like. I looked at it almost like a trial or whatever for like shit that's gonna happen in the future, or shit that could happen.
Yeah,
for sure.
Before Kendrick steps to you know what I'm saying? Then it's like a whole different playing field now. It's like, all right, I was ready for this. Yeah. Kansas City taught me.
Yeah, that might be a little bit of an adjustment, but
you definitely gonna have to spend some time on that one.
Yeah.
That's it.
But
no, I wanted to say another person in your top 5 was a part of your album.
Yeah.
Sean on Tyshawn Jones. Just to kind of get us back to focus. What was it like working on that project? Because that's very much a song about grief and loss.
So that song was definitely special to me. Out of all the songs on the album, that is probably the one that is the most emotional to me, just because it so vividly paints like stories of that time. And there was just a lot going on at that time that was like defining to who I am and who we are, like me and my friends. And so the reason why I had Sean on the song was based on conversations I've been having with him leading up. Because we had been talking about doing the song. But I'm like, if we do a song, I want it to be something with a message, not just like, because like we could do a fun song or whatever, but I want to make something like impactful first. And just based off the conversations we were having, because we were talking about shit that I think really impacted us, the things that make us similar, the things that make us different, just like really good conversation. So I feel like that song kind of captured the essence, because we both lost somebody like really, really important to us. Like his verse is about his bro Taz, and my verse about my bro Brian. And something else that was fucked up is like we realized like the people that we're talking about, they didn't know each other, because they're a little older than us and we're not from the same part. So like they didn't know each other, but we realized there's only one person separated. Like there's somebody who knew both of them, but that person also is passed away.
Oh,
and
word.
so that's kind of like even shit like that. Like all of these things kind of float through my mind when I think about that song. So the fact that people were getting like enjoyment from it, that's beautiful to me. It means a lot to me, because it's like, man, like we put a lot of real shit in that song. So if people can get like enjoyment, or even more so when people are like, man, like I've been through something similar, or it helps me deal with this situation. That's the reason why I do this shit. So yeah,
That shit is definitely an amazing, like, just a hip hop record.
Yeah,
that's
that's
because of the storytelling behind it.
yeah.
And I think one thing that is cool, just paralleling both of you guys' life, is like y'all had the homies that was like, nah, this not for you. That encouraged y'all to do music and push y'all more in the right direction. And it's just a blessing to have people like that be a part of your life, for sure.
Yeah, most definitely, man. So, rest in peace to everybody that was talked about, or everybody that had anything to do with that song. Rest in peace to everybody who lost their life, for sure.
And like, man, the way it comes back to like that message of like you still leave some hope, because there's that point like you said, it changed you when that happened, and you talk about that in the second verse when you talk about Brian dying and how it impacted and changed you, and how you went to a dark place because you just didn't know how to deal with it the right way. And then eventually you're like, despite how I feel, how hurt I am, I still got to keep going and push this message for him.
Man, so, he got sick. So he passed away because he got sick. And so we were able to see him. And literally, like, one of the last things that he told me was, he was just like, I really want you to keep going hard with this music, bro. Like, he told me that. So I always had that in the back of my head. That's why I'm saying, like, this music shit, like, I'm doing it, and it's a deeper thing for me. Like,
it means something to you.
Yeah, it really means something to me. So it's like I'm not gonna stop doing this shit no matter what. That's where the Until the Wars one comes from. Where it's like that was like his wish for me, is like to keep doing music and to stick together with Guap. Those are like his two wishes.
Mm-hmm.
And he never asked me nothing. He did shit for me. That was kind of like, I wasn't able to do stuff back because I was broke as fuck. So I wasn't able to look out or do anything like that. And so now, this is kind of my way of doing it, of like reciprocating like the help or whatever. It's like his wish was for me to keep going hard with the music. I'm gonna go as hard as possible. Every time I'm rapping, it's belt to ass. Every time I'm rapping, that's how
you rapping on this album, bro.
Man,
like Tyshawn Jones, man. And I'm so, because I met you when you was first putting this album together, or the concept of it, Until the Wars Won. And like you said, when you first came up with it, it was for like a different purpose, a darker purpose. But
also, I'm glad that you said that, because you said, I was just glad. Never mind. I'm glad you said that though.
Yeah.
Like we met a year ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Saturn Days, like was in the works. Like you were pitching the Heaven on Earth on me ideas to me about like being on that, and then you were playing Mango Mariah for me. Yeah. So like that was around the time I met you, and like I was saying, like the idea when we linked up again, you were telling me about Until the Wars Won. It was like from a darker place, because you were in a darker place because everything is just happened all at once.
Yeah.
But like you said, you were able to get out of that dark space and turn this message into something more hopeful and more bright. And I think you being able to do that as a person and as an artist, like it makes this album mean a lot more in a better way.
Yeah.
Because it's like, actually,
thank you.
So like, despite all this pain and loss, like you still go for Brian, for the homies, everybody around you that you believe in and that depends on you and believes in you. Like, and I think if you were still in that dark space, I don't think we would have this message.
Yeah. There was, I had people urging me to kind of get out of it, like people aiding me through it. So
because you did talk about in one of the songs where you said you're becoming the grown man who doesn't smile enough, so it's lay on his blessings. Yeah. So did this album help you get your smile back?
Not yet. I'm low-key, like, still there.
Mhm.
Like, but it's something I'm actively working towards, you know? Like, because I do find beauty in, like, some of the smallest shit in life. Like, so I want to really get back to, like, being in that mindset. But I could easily, you know, I mean, I'm still going through shit. Like, I'm still feeling it. So, you know, it depends on the day now.
Yeah.
But it used to not depend on the day. It used to be like I was in a shitty mood every day. But now I'm kind of like iffy. Like some days are good, some days not so much, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still some growing pains.
For sure. Definitely.
And adapting.
Definitely.
It's a lifelong thing, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is. What was it like from the music standpoint, like the producing of it? Was it? I feel like the writing would definitely be the harder part because of what you're talking about.
The production after Saturn days, I was like, I think maybe as much as I like it, as much as I want to like show as many musical styles as possible, I was like, maybe I need to do something that's more direct.
Yeah.
So, and that was kind of a challenge because sometimes like a niche can become a comfort zone. So it's like, even if you're like, oh yeah, like my music is kind of like out of the norm, that becomes your norm. So I think I wanted to see how if I could write songs over beats that were more just like to the point, direct.
You know, because I think I told you before, like when you first talked about the idea and the album and hearing it, it's like it kind of reminds me like 7 Day 3 Machiavelli, right? And
Thank you.
And if you listen to that album, it's very stripped down production wise. It's just very like straight to the point production. And I feel like that's just kind of like which the direction this album has sonically, where it's just like the production is very straight to the point. Like even a song like Bridges Burnt, like there's that little breakdown in the hook, but it's not nothing over the top.
Yeah,
it's
that
just
song doesn't
it's just
have like
enough.
much of a melody. It's just the siren. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the only.
It's just like very stripped down.
Yeah.
And so it's cool because on this album you do get a lot of different sides and sounds and ranges from what you can do as an artist and as a producer, but you also do it in a way where it's just not doing too much. You're not overproducing.
It is subtle. I mean,
And I gotta credit, man, the bro Medici, the GOAT.
The guy,
man.
drop a bomb for Medici.
I gotta credit Medici because he knows how to. I have ideas, but he knows how to bring that shit to life every time. So
he definitely gave you space to talk.
yeah,
Because it's a lot for you gotta unpack, you know?
Yeah. So, yeah, it was easy and it was fun because it was with Medici, and that's how making everything.
Ooh. Speaking of which, like you guys just met for the first time a month ago, 2 months ago?
In August, 2 months ago.
Yeah.
In person. Yeah.
How was that?
It was incredible because we made, like, our process in person is even better. But Medici, me and him have been making music together, like, virtually since 2013. So we're the humans, so we produce, like, Honey Pop, Reloaded, Paris Williams joint, Monogram stuff. Like, we do all of that. And it's been all digital. So being in person with somebody who's been, like, a best friend, but who's from a completely different culture. You know, he's from Manchester in the UK. It's cool because it's like we both bring like such different things to the table in terms of perspective. So there's a lot of perspective between two people, which is, I think, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't take it for granted.
Hey,
Yeah, that's rare.
one hell of a duo too, man. Like y'all, I think one thing you guys are really dope at is crafting out sounds that are very specific for artists like the Babe Gabe, and then you have a very specific sound for Paris Williams and a very specific sound for Monogram, and then for you, like you make sure like none of the sounds come together to where it sounds like, oh, you guys are all using the same sound. But it's like you guys specifically craft out these sounds for these projects that are tailored to these artists.
Yeah, I like to describe ourselves production wise as like chameleons or shapeshifters.
100%.
Water,
Yeah.
be water.
I feel like
be water.
y'all do such a great job of like replicating y'all expressions, not to the point to where it feels like a copy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, I can hear the Neptunes on this. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Or like a specific era or a specific song. Hey, y'all been on a crazy run though.
Thank you, man.
You
Thank
have like every project you guys put out since the Paris Williams joint with the Babe Games, Monograms, Medici's project, like your projects, like all of them sound amazing production wise.
Thank you.
There's not really any trash beats. I'm like, yeah, this wasn't it right here.
With the human don't make trash beats. I tell people that all the time.
Come on, Andre, drop a bomb.
The human, we don't make trash beats. But it's craft. It's just been like years of like working at our craft, and Medici, man, is the guy. He's a genius.
He's really a hidden gem out here because he's not even out here.
Damn, I want to meet Medici.
Yeah.
Did you not meet him at the Honey Pop Reloading?
I don't think I did.
But you were at that one, right? Oh, okay. Yeah, he was in town that week.
Well, hopefully he'll be
God
back.
damn it.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Actually,
Let me buy you a coffee or something or a beer or something.
Yeah. Hopefully. I mean, he will be back
He
at some
demanded
point,
him
but
too.
hopefully soon.
He demand
and
them?
demanded him too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He sounded great on that Babe Gabe song on Honey Pop Reloaded, where he was it Jawbreaker or Popstar or me and my friends.
Oh yeah, only see me
him.
friends,
Yeah, like he had his accent was perfect for that beat.
Yeah. The whole Reloaded era was like very inspired by like UK.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I could definitely hear, yeah, especially on the Reloaded.
Yeah.
Definitely. So I got to talk about one of my favorite songs because you always have a song in your projects where you are able to tell your story through concepts in like shows or albums. Because you had what was the one? Rainy Days.
Rainy Days,
Rainy
yeah.
Days, where you're talking about like just listen to music and all these different artists and albums, and that's how you like developed your music taste. Or like with this one, you got watching cartoons, which you describe the dilemma of growing up as a child that loved watching kids shows, but then you go outside and it's like you got dudes with bandanas and do-rags on. And it's like, I think it's just a very creative way to tell your story and upbringing and who you are as a person through shows.
Thank you. That's definitely one of my favorite songs. On the album, that was one of the first songs that I made that I knew was for sure going to be on the album. Because, when you start making an album, you might make a couple of songs that don't end up actually making it, just kind of getting in the groove. But that was one I'm like, it's going to be one of those. Because I made it like a year ago. And I've been sitting with it the whole time. And I never got tired of the song. That's really one of my favorites on the album because it's so inspired by so much of the stuff that I love in rap. And all the stuff that I'm talking about, like the way I wrote the song, is so true to me because I think something about myself that is hard to maybe get people to understand is like this duality that I have of like being a pretty light person overall in terms of like my energy and the things that I like to do. I like to relax. I try to be like as relaxed as possible, but I'm from like my upbringing, like I grew up around a lot of crazy shit. And so it's like that balance sometimes. I feel like watching cartoons was one of the best jobs I did at like executing, showing that balance.
Yeah, like the pen was definitely flexed on that motherfucker. Like just from the creativity aspect alone, and it wasn't cheesy, it wasn't corny, it wasn't like over the top, but like it was just perfect and very clever and witty enough.
Thank you. And honestly on that one I agree fully. That's one of my favorite ones.
Hell yeah. And then we see after that we got
Faith.
Faith. Ooh, Faith, bro. Like, yeah, so talk about Faith because this is a great song because it's like, the first verse is about, your relationship with religion. Yeah. And then the second verse is about how like Brian passing away affected your religion or your view on religion.
Yeah.
And then the third verse is kind of like you in today, like finding your faith again, right?
Faith in life. I wouldn't say in the third verse I'm maybe talking about faith from a more like general sense. I would say it starts off talking about religion because that was kind of like the catalyst of the song.
Yeah.
The original version of the song had a much darker beat. I was listening to this song by BG called I Be Thinking. And so
Shout out BG.
So the hook is like, I be loaded thinking of Range Rovers. Maybe I can get a Range Rover if I stay my ass sober. It's just like I just like the way that he said it.
And
so
that's where
you
loop that on the hook or interpolate that on the hook.
Yeah, kind of like I've been living like dead wrong. My OG said my problems won't last long if I keep my face strong. It's kind of like that's where I got that from. But the beat was like way darker. It was like a guttural like.
The direction was gonna be a lot darker.
Yeah, it was like a guttural like. Like No Limit beat.
Okay.
And, like I showed it to my mom and she told me to change the beat. She was like, the beat, it puts me in like a bad mood and I can't get into what you're saying. And so I went with something that was more like just kind of like my classic Wheelhouse because I didn't actually have a lot of my classic Wheelhouse sound-wise on the album. So I was like, okay, that could be that spot. But topically, I mean, again, that first like stretch and the last stretch of the album is kind of like emotional for me. So,
Yeah,
you know,
it does get very personal.
yeah, but Faith is one again, like writing wise is one of my favorite ones that I did because I feel like we navigate so much, especially from the perspective of being a black man, where it's like it's almost like two things you're trying to navigate. Where it's like I remember growing up being told like, man, like you can't be soft at school. Like if somebody do something like this, you know, you gotta do this. But then it's like going to school, and this is like early. This is like 5, you know. So it's like, okay, you're getting told that, but then it's like you're going to school, and it's like these older teachers and people who are like really in control of like how you view yourself at the time. Like they said so much, they're looking at you like you're barbaric or some shit. If you act off like what you've been told to act in your environment. And so it's like, imagine having to balance like these two systems telling you conflicting things at like 5, 6, 7, and then we wonder why so many people end up like feeling so confused and lost in life. That's what that whole third verse is going.
Oh yeah, because that was the opposite rhyme scheme,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, that was crazy.
So it's like, you know, like they tell me be nice, don't act tough, don't be no punk, don't dry hate, but don't ride nuts, and don't date sluts, but don't judge girls. Fuck mad hoes, stay in church, sell that dope, kill that nigga. Don't lose hope, open your mind, but be defined and definite. You're out of time, but know when you're wrong and know when to go. We want you to stay, but nigga go home and blow off your dome. It's like all of these different things. It's like we really walk around with all of this shit.
It's like really
trying to
like
balance
two,
it,
like two,
and
like
then
devil on the
also
shoulder.
trying to like find time for what we think and what we want and how we feel. And it's like society is like two different societies that we have to find ways to like exist in both and make sense in both. And I feel like that's always been a struggle for me. And so Faith was the song where I really like analyzed that one. Like, so yeah, that was one of my favorite.
And then
moments.
I love that the last line you have in the third verse where you ended with trying to keep my faith. Can you reach out to me?
Yeah, I think that is my thoughts on religion. Like, if I don't know, I don't even want to too much get into like the religious convo. I'm not a religious person really one way or the other. And I think it's because it just I haven't been really swayed one way or the other.
Yeah.
But, you know, obviously I grew up, like, there's Christians around, like, you know, so it was kind of inspired by some conversations like that. Some conversations I've been having. Like, I also been talking to somebody I was working with a lot who's, like, religious. And we would just have conversations all the time about religion. It's actually, like, not something that was on my mind that heavily. But I just like, but that could be an interesting song. And it ended up where it ended up going. Yeah, so.
Dope. And then after that, this is where we get turned. Because we got
we
brand
had
new
to.
duffel,
We
bro.
had
Hold on,
to, because
bro.
I'm like fighting for my life talking about this shit.
Because it got heavy.
Yeah.
It got heavy, but then, like, you know, like in faith, despite the heavy concepts and what you're talking about, there's still that message of hope. Keeping faith, keep going until the war is won. Yeah. And it's just like that little element does give the album a lot of brightness, despite what you're talking about.
Yeah, thank you.
And so, like, now when we get to New Duffel, Burnt Bridges, like Jimmy Hopkins, until the war, Screwface, bro, this stretch, you really just talking shit. Like, why did you want to have, like, this, let's see, we got four or five song run of you just, like, turned up, popping y'all shit.
Those are my favorite songs, bro. Those are, like, the ones that I like listening to. So, you know, especially, like, Burnt Bridges, that's my favorite song on the album.
Bridges burnt.
Yeah, that's how I be feeling. Like,
And
it's
then
just...
I heard Gabe said Jimmy Hopkins is your favorite hook you ever wrote.
That's her favorite hook.
That's her favorite hook?
Yeah,
Okay.
she said that's her favorite hook. That's not... I love that song, though, because Bully is just... It's like, again, it's like a reference to something I like. Bully is like a video game. Jimmy Hopkins was like the main character, and I always liked him because it was like he went to a new school, and...
Prep school.
Yeah, it was a prep school. He got sent to a prep school, and he was there by himself, and he just ended up having like 2 or 3 people that he trusted, and he just made his way. Like he's
about to bully through these motherfuckers.
Yeah, and that's kind of how I feel about rap. Like, you know, I really don't care like who's not on my team or who's not feeling what I'm doing, bro, like I'm about to do this shit. Like this is what I'm on. So
We the new bullies.
Yeah, so I related to Jimmy Hopkins, bro. So yeah, when I say like new bullies, obviously like I'm not talking about bullying innocent people. I'm saying like we
Just you suckers.
Yeah, it's like we bullying our way through. Like
I mean, those who decide to participate in this here. Rap
Hey, what
thing.
Draco say? Could be a victim or just play alone. It's your choice.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know what I'm
you know. Yeah, so that's what it is, you know, and it's kind of like that's how I feel about really everything I do. Like I'm gonna make my way through, like and
One
so-
way or another.
Yeah, so that's what. So I respected Jimmy Hopkins. He was.
he said he was also real shit.
Yeah.
He was also real shit. And Bridges Bird is really dope, man, because like, you know, it's in the middle of the album and it's just like we on some West Coast shit.
Some hyphy shit.
Some hyphy shit, man.
I remember you was telling me that was inspired by a Keek the Sneak song, right?
Yeah.
Word?
Was it
Yeah.
Blurt?
Blurb. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
listening to Keek the Sneak and just the beat. I was like, I wanted to rap on that beat, but I couldn't find it, so we just did that. Yeah.
So that was reference to
shit
that
was
one.
tough.
But actually, the beat too and the song, the original, I had a different song from it that was different. So that hook part
Yeah.
was from a different song.
Word.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
So that's like you combine another song into the
Yeah,
hook.
it's like it was like two songs. Burnt Bridges like two scrapped ideas kind of like mixed together.
Oh, that's
Damn.
tight.
So it's,
Never
I guess
give-
it's inspired by like a few things, and that's why it sounds interesting to me.
Mm-hmm. And look at that. Never give up on your ideas because it might be a great song to come together. So so New Duffel and Burnt Bridges were the two singles you pushed from the project so far. Why did you want that to be like the first thing people get from the album?
Cause they slap, bro.
They
Like,
do. New Duffel was
like,
one of the ones, man.
yeah,
Like the
they
more you
slap.
listen to it, like
You
even
hear
the,
'em?
the
Like,
breakdown
what?
in the hook on New Duffel with the keys come in with like little
Yeah.
buttons. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I love that part.
Yeah, so that's really why I'm like those are my favorite ones. Like I like how they make me feel, and I want to perform them and people know them, so I'm pushing them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So how was performing Burnt Bridges and New Duffel at the show last night?
crazy, bro, crazy. It was we did a warehouse show. It was like 1:40 in the morning. It was packed.
Bridges burnt.
Yeah, and we shook the room. I mean, you hear that song? I mean, y'all heard it at Lay Lounge.
Yeah,
Yep.
the speakers were getting blown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They
I
was
was
blowing
like,
the
damn.
speakers, yo.
yeah.
Joe
Every
Pop's like shit.
yeah, every time I do that one, I'm gonna shake the room. Like I love that one.
That's a turn record, and I noticed with both videos, they're both shot in black and white, different styles of black and white, and different aesthetically when it comes to the black and white imagery. But why did you want those videos to be in black and white when you guys shot them?
I be watching a lot of like French movies. I'm not trying to sound. I mean, I guess that is pretentious, but I'm.
Hey,
but
bro,
you
you
know,
like
but
what
it's,
you
but it's
like,
the
man.
truth.
Like-
Yeah, I love like the French movies from the '60s and shit, like black and white. I like movies from the '60s in general. I feel like that decade they had everything really figured out in terms of like how shit looks, how shit was designed, like people's clothes, shit like that. So all of my videos, I just take inspiration from that.
Because I think we were talking about it earlier. Brain Feeder was also in black and white too, from
Yeah.
Mango Mariah.
So there's this movie called My Night in Mods. I think I'm saying that right, Mods. But it's like it's a movie from that might be like early 70s or 60s. But that was one of the inspirations that I had for the Burnt Bridges video.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that shit was hella spooky. And then when your eyes turn green on the hook,
Oh yeah, thank you. That's how the song sounds to me.
it
like, in my
does
mind.
because it's like some alien shit comes in on the hook with that little synth. Or
Yeah, because the original song that part was from, it was like way different. So that being on there, we just put it on there to try it. And it
It
I
just
like how
worked
that came
out.
Yeah.
damn.
That's kind of wild.
That's tough. That's tough. So after that run, man, after this turnt run, you actually have a little callback to Mango Mariah with Eleanor and I.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and so you have the Babe Gabe on that one. And honestly, this is like kind of a sleeper track because it's like, you know, you're picking up where Eleanor left off, but it's kind of like a little one-off song from the rest of the story.
I would say that even as a part of the story. Because that was something I'm talking about. And that song was something I was dealing with at the time too. But obviously, it's like the bro died and the band broke up. It's like, all right, that's going to require a little bit more of my attention. And I'm going through this.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so
So you was balancing all three of these things, like the Eleanor situation, your homie passing away, the band breaking up. So this is all happening in unison.
yeah. 2024 was
Damn,
like,
bro. Like at least you had the Kendrick battle.
yeah, no, that's why if you follow me on Twitter while I was so invested in that,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I need some form of distraction, man. Because but Eleanor and I, you know, it's just some relationship shit, like shit that people go through. But just I think maybe like it's really about a mushroom trip.
Mhm.
Like the song's about it. So it's like we could take one bite and fly together. It's like almost like going like having a bad trip with somebody and then realizing like the relationship is the bad trip. Like this whole relationship has been the
It's
bad
like, oh,
trip.
you're the bad
Yeah.
trip over there.
We're the bad trip. It's not.
No,
That's
it's her.
No, and that's really the
Oh,
song is
God.
like. The
Here
song
he
is
go.
like no, because really like the
Here he
song is really realizing like, man, like like you're not a bad person. I'm not a bad person. We're just
Bad together.
we're just bad together. And the reason why we're bad together is because bad shit has happened to us and we don't have the tools to deal with that yet. So it's like mama say we got a trauma bond, but we could blame it on our age. Like that really defines the song. And that really was based on like a real conversation like I had with my mom. Like I had a real conversation about, like a situation I was dealing with, and yeah, my mom helped me like understand that shit. So shout out to my mom.
Yeah, she's featured on the project a lot, and it's cool to hear your mom and dad chime in on perspectives.
So
on you.
that's actually your mom and dad on the sound bites?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I was wondering that. I was like, but is that also from a show? But that's actually your mom and dad.
Yeah, those are my parents. Yeah.
Why did you want to have them be included on this album? In those moments that you had them on in the summer songs.
So much. That's kind of how the album was made. It would be like I would write. I would talk to my mom for 3 hours because I've been writing for a week straight. Right. Talk to my dad for 3 hours.
Mhm.
Like those conversations were kind of like what kept me in a certain zone.
Yeah.
Like they were both. I mean, they're my parents, so it was but especially during that time, it was like those conversations were such guiding factors. I mean, they were the main people I looked to for guidance going through a hard time. And I'm grateful that I'm able to have that relationship with my parents. Like I'm really close with both of my parents. So
Which one was it where they were talking about just like how people is gonna know how you feel regardless on something? I can't remember which one it was.
I think New Duffel.
Yeah, I think
Well,
that's
yeah,
what
yeah,
up.
at the
Like, you
end
gonna
of
feel
that,
how
yeah.
you feel regardless. Yeah.
And then there's one where they were just talking about how I want to say you get like so deep in your emotions and only focused on the music where it works for you, but then it kind of takes away certain elements from life, which you kind of touched on earlier. Is just like learning to appreciate the little things more, because you are like very much wrapped in your work in what you do at Seven Rings.
Yeah, I'm still learning that.
Yeah,
100%. Like that's still a problem I got. I
To
mean,
like find the balance.
yeah, I mean, he just said that like 2 months ago, or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's like we're still. That was like the last thing I recorded for the album. So I'm definitely that's still a problem I got.
Man, what are you doing for fun nowadays? What makes you smile? Watching the French films?
Yeah,
Watching the French films.
Yeah,
Okay.
smoking weed. I'm not gonna lie. Like that's like
Watching American Psycho.
Yeah, somebody
Yeah.
roll up right
Yeah.
now.
like I smoke weed and like listen to music.
We looking at you, Andre. Why are you laughing? No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, bro.
Who said that?
Yeah, we need to see this nigga.
Watch out.
Yeah, I don't
Tim
got
Lett?
my glasses.
I think he follows us. Yeah, Tim Lett or Tim. Oh, Tim Lott. Throw the hat in there and
Okay.
see what happens.
Nah.
We gonna
Bobby
need
Schmurder
that.
is crazy. I don't know how I feel about that one. Yeah.
Somebody told me I look like Chris Brown. At
Joe.
No, I'm not even lying. I'm not even lying. That's a real thing. That's a real thing. Somebody at my job told me that.
Man, hey, y'all lying to him. Don't do that.
I wasn't, and it wasn't even
Don't
like
do
I
that.
accepted the I was like, no, I mean, like,
That's
all
not
right.
the same thing,
What?
bro. That's
Like-
not the same thing. Like that's not.
It's not even close.
What? I'm not saying I look like Chris Brown. Just
But
that's
it's
what
like-
somebody told me.
Hey,
I just got told I
who
look
said
like
that?
Bobby Schmurder. And he was like, man, I know how you feel, bro. I got told I was like Denzel Washington, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm going through it.
I was
bro.
thinking about the other shit with Chris Brown's name. I'm like,
That don't got nothing to do with how you look, bro.
I
that-
can't. I'm not. I don't know. I don't look at him like that. But like, I just looked at it from like an optic standpoint. I'm like, I don't know about all that.
So what were we talking about? Like,
I don't even.
Yeah. What makes you smile? What brings
man,
you joy?
watching TV, man, rolling up,
Snowfall.
chilling with the bros. Now, like to get in my bag, I watch like shows from like my childhood, like for real, I like,
iCarly?
huh?
iCarly.
You watch iCarly?
iCarly, bro. I watch iCarly, SpongeBob, shit like that. Or I watch, like the French film, shit like that. Or, listening to rap, bro, listening to music.
What's some music that's been inspiring you lately, or just something that's been you be like, damn, this shit.
What I've
dope.
been listening to?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me think about this. Because why am I kind of blanking on what I've been listening to? Because I've been low-key listening to my own stuff. I such a corny ass like rapper thing. Like,
Every
yeah,
rapper does it,
it's
though.
very
Every
cliche.
rapper does
that's not
it,
me.
though.
That is not me.
I'm not like one of these rappers.
but it's like just because of
Only
all
listen to
this
my
been going
music.
on.
But not like the rappers do.
Yeah, like these past couple of weeks. But I mean, I've been listening to Igor this week, like revisiting that.
So you ain't been posting no recaps on Twitter, bro. I've been paying attention.
Yeah,
Where the monthly recaps go?
Yeah, I can't remember why, because I lost. Just forgot. Honestly,
It happens.
I just honestly forgot to do them. But I mean, I've been listening to Igor this week, and I'm trying to think. Can I pull my phone out?
Yeah,
Like,
go ahead.
I actually want to answer the question.
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
keep that. Keep
No,
that.
no, son. Off the
keep
top.
that away.
Off the top, son.
Okay, let's see. I've been listening to "Welcome to Phazoland" by G Herbo a lot this week. Igor, "Kinda Blue" by Miles Davis. I've been listening to that a lot.
Hey.
Drum Chord Theory, Matt Martians, and then Love Below. I've listened to a lot of Love Below too. Oh, and Common, Finding Forever. I think that's an underrated album.
Ooh, Find It Forever. That's
Yeah.
the one. Wait, which one's Find It Forever?
That's 2007 one that had the brown cover with like the
Is it about the people's
yeah.
on that? Wait.
the people.
Yeah.
Yeah, the people's on there.
That was one that came out after B.
Yeah, it came out after B.
Okay, it's like
Yeah.
he had like he's like got the hoodie on.
Yeah.
That one?
Yeah, that album's fire, bro.
Okay, I'll have to tap in. I just remember like that not being received well,
Man.
or not as much because it came after B.
You know I love to break narratives, bro. A lot of the great shit doesn't get received well, and I'm always
Shout out to It Was Written.
yeah, sure, yeah, for sure. Shout out to Nas. Nas is one of the greatest rappers of all time, bro.
Yeah,
He
it was
backpedaled.
Illmatic
Yeah.
and It Was Written back to back was crazy.
I love it. Illmatic's like in my top 10 albums, like in my top 10 rap albums of all time.
I mean, it has to be. It's like,
Yeah.
is it
It
number,
doesn't have to be.
Is it number?
And that's why like I want people, like I always love saying that, like it's in my top 10, but not in like the because it has to be way. Like that's a delightful album for me.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
just from a rapping standpoint, from top to bottom, it's like it's just elite raps. Songs are great.
Most definitely.
Like everything
Yeah.
about that album, just like a perfect hip hop album. What do you have as number one hip hop album of all time?
Butterfly, To Pimp a Butterfly.
Okay.
But Me Against the World too. It's kind of like 1A, 1B.
Yeah.
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 I
okay.
love Me Against the World.
That is a great album.
But To Pimp a Butterfly is like definitely like production wise, like
The story.
it's really like, I mean, I love what he wrote too, but just like but I love the writing on all of his albums. It's like
Yeah.
the production on that album is perfect.
And
to
now,
me.
and for the time, at the time period of like when that album came out, it was just a hard left from what people were expecting from him.
Yeah,
coming
I
off
love-
a Good Kid, Mad City. He was just like in a very weird creative space that it's just like the mainstream audience that just got onto him with Good Kid, Mad City was not ready for by any means.
Yeah, for
and that
sure.
I think that's why the album was had a weird reception when it came out because it was just so left from what
Yeah.
people wanted.
But it's great music.
But it aged really well.
yeah.
And it's one of the ones.
Yeah, it's fucking To
Pimp
Pimp a
Butterfly.
Butterfly. Like if you
Fucking
didn't
Tupac's
like it,
on the album.
something was wrong with you if you didn't like it when it came out.
Meek Mill
Yeah,
probably-
I was a day one enjoyer for sure.
Yeah, and me, I was too. I was like, y'all just don't listen to music, or like y'all can't read.
Something's right. don't do that.
Your comprehension skills are way off.
They can listen at least.
They ain't listen to shit because they was like, that album's trash, man. My dick ain't free, huh? It's like, listen to the lyrics, man. It's deeper than the hook.
It's not about that.
It's not, but all they heard was this dick ain't free. And that's all they just kept harping on. Because that was the main thing people was arguing with me about. Like, this dick ain't free, bro. I'm like, listen, it's part of the deeper message of
Yeah,
the song.
I love that interlude too.
Yeah, that
I mean,
one-
but listen to the
Corner
music
joke.
on that interlude. It's really good. That
Yeah.
song is really well produced.
He's like, you really like a baby? You think we have a baby named Mercedes without Mercedes tense? Like, bro, yeah.
It could be a short film for sure.
The video was. It was kind of like a little.
I mean like the whole project. It definitely tells a story and it has a pretty clear message. I feel like.
yeah, from start to finish. So after that, we have the Grand Masquerade on your album. Now
It's
this
one
is
of
where
my
the album.
favorites.
Yeah, this is a really dope song conceptually because it's talking about your time in the music industry that you had while you were in BSK. Because you guys were signed to a record label, like a pretty big one overseas, correct?
Actually, I do want to say that song is not about my experience in the music industry.
Okay.
That one isn't. That song is about just I mean me being at home and seeing this shit, like just watching, like just my
The
reaction
effects.
to like the timeline,
Yeah.
of like the hip hop industry, yeah.
It's the circus.
It is.
Pretty much.
It is. So like actually, so with that being the case, right, and this song being based off of just what you saw in the hip hop world, in the music industry, and what's being placed in front of us as an artist, why do you continue to still want to pursue with your music despite what you're seeing is being offered from the music industry?
I don't fucking know. Because I'm stubborn and because I love rap.
Yeah.
But so much of, I mean, there's so much whack shit that comes with wanting to be a rapper.
Yeah.
For sure.
And you're not a
like
you're not one of these rappers.
But it's like I'm the dichotomy of like, I'm not a rap nigga, but like I'm such a rap nigga.
Yeah. I mean, I think the internet made shit weird, and when something that powerful and new happens, it takes us a while to like learn how to sift through it. Some people are still like caught in that shit.
Yeah.
But you are able to, think for yourself. You don't fall into the group think. You could digest this, like digest, what is happening. You don't take shit for surface value.
It's an active thing.
Yeah,
it's something I have to
it takes
actively
work.
do because what I realize is like we're also it's like such a possibility for us to fall for propaganda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, like nobody's above it really. So that's really what the song is about. It's really just about propaganda. Because I feel like we live in such a world of propaganda. But within rap, like, just addressing a lot of things that I personally, I'm like, ugh.
Like we saw, like if y'all remember a year ago, we watched Kodak Black and Fabio Foreign make a Trump song.
Yeah, and it's
Crazy.
like shit like that.
Why?
Yeah. And it's like as rappers, I feel like it shouldn't be much for us to be like, that's whack. Like what like now as a rapper, it's like a controversial statement to be like, I don't fuck with Donald Trump. Or like, what I'm saying, some shit like that where it's like we have to be able to like stand against certain shit. Like, I'm not with the genocide happening in Palestine, or like I'm not with Donald Trump and any of his MAGA bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm not with, but like these are things that like if you're saying it as a rapper, it's like you're like fake deep or you're like fake woke
like,
or some shit like
yeah.
that. But it's like, bro,
that
I'm not
shit.
like deep or woke. I'm none of that shit, bro. I swear to God, I'm just a regular nigga, bro. Like I'm nothing spectacular and none of that. No way, like that. All I'm saying is some of this shit be clear as day. It don't be about being woke or deep. It just be morals, bro. Like some of
Yeah.
that shit I'm not with. Like
And a lot of things, and something we are seeing a lot more with the social media era and like the current landscape we're in with the hip hop media space and the hip hop scene in general and what's being presented to us. It's just like everybody just sellouts. Like,
yeah.
like if you're offered just the right amount of money, most rappers will do whatever you need them to do.
Yeah. It's like the
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle skit of like the Pepsi. Like I did commercials for Pepsi and Coke.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's like whichever one paid better was the one that tasted the best.
Yeah. So,
It's like it's weird to me because I'm starting to believe more in like we can't put like artists on that kind of pedestal and like have that expectation all the time. I do think there is a certain degree of responsibility that goes into anybody that has like a fan base or like influence in that instance. Like you got to be mindful of what you're doing. You can't just be some pawn or else you gonna have thousands of people banging the wrong shit.
Yeah,
And
I
it-
completely agree in the sense of I don't think rappers need to be like the leaders of
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
social movements. I'm not saying that. And I feel like
Message.
people think it's either one or the other. But what I'm saying is we definitely could get to the point where it's okay for a rapper to like have an opinion and care and and advocate for the people that listen to their music
because
because
that's
we're
how that's how it started off.
Yeah,
It's like a
so-
voice for the people.
So yeah, I'm definitely not expecting like every, and, there just needs to be a balance, bro. I'm not saying every rapper needs to talk about all of this shit. I'm not even saying that I'm gonna be the guy who talks about this shit all
I'm
the
looking
time.
to one of y'all to do it though.
But well, I'm not even saying that. What I'm saying is like if we all play our part and just give something in the music, give something of No, give something that you could take away in the music. Because, you know, I'm somebody, I grew up on hip hop just like a lot of people did. So we take away shit from the music. Just like people listening now, like you take away shit from the music that you're listening to. Just do your part to give something righteous that they could take away. Other than that, it doesn't have to be preachy. You don't have to make a concept album. Like, the whole shit could be fun. Like, for example, I'm trying to think, like, what's a good example? But it's rappers who I listen to who their music was, Wiz Khalifa, for example. Like, Wiz Khalifa, his music wasn't deep. It wasn't like politically motivated, but I still feel like he gave shit in his music that you could apply to your life. Just like righteous, righteous mindsets are just like, man, like, you know, stay focused, work hard, shit like that. I feel like if rappers play a part, the balance could be better. I don't feel like it's one way or the other. Like, I feel like we always go too far one way or the other. Whereas, like, we need to be ultra lyrical or we need to be ultra simplified. Like, or no, like, let's make good music. Let's not just rap niggas' ears off to death.
Like, we have pockets for everything.
But at the same time, like, let's also say something. Even just something about you, something that you believe. Like,
100%, bro. As long as you honoring yourself in, like, the craft, and that the honoring yourself is just having integrity and expressing how you feel, and the craft part of it is the technical part of it, that where you do it so consistently, for you work at it to be able to do it at a high level. You know, be honest with yourself and put in the work, put in the effort. I think good things come from that inevitably. It might not be shit everybody likes, but I think you'll make a few good songs that way.
Yeah, definitely.
You know?
And you know that you're being you as an authentically you as an artist and as a person in this music. And that's why, like, I think people are gravitate towards it, because it's like you're not selling them a facade, or you're not trying to be something that Ty Faison isn't or represents. Like, you're just being Ty Faison as a person, as an artist, and that's the whole point of Until the War Is Won.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm giving, like, artistically for the whole thing. Like, I'm just being me. I'm giving people myself. So sometimes I'm going to come out and I'm going to say some real shit. Sometimes I'm going to come out and I'm going to say some shit that make you laugh or make you cry or it's funny or it's relatable. But sometimes I might come out and I might say some stupid shit or some bullshit. I'm definitely going to say some negative shit for sure. I know that.
That's what I'm on.
You know, and I might even come out and say some lame shit because I'm a human, bro. So I might do something one day and it's like, don't be that person that's like, I can't believe he did some lame shit. If I do, because, like, bro, everybody happens. I'm here and I'm not saying I'm above. Like, I'm just saying I am going to give you my authentic self. That's all I'm giving is my authentic self, for better or for worse. I'm here being myself. I'm being honest with y'all because I feel like the people listening, I look at it like we got a mutual relationship with each other. So it's my job to bring honesty into this. And if that makes you think I'm the dopest, or if that makes you think I'm a real nigga, or if that makes you think I'm whatever, cool. If that makes you hate me or think I'm a whatever, think I'm a clown, whatever you think, bro, I can't control what you think, but all I know is I gave my truth and I stood on who I am.
And that's kind of like the point of the second song, The Gospel, where it's just like you kind of just be like, yeah, I did all of that and I'm standing on it.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, that's kind of like you were just saying, like, that's the point you want people to take away. Like, whether how you feel about it, just know, like, you are getting the authentic me.
Yeah.
And if they don't fuck with it, they at least got to respect it.
Yeah, like, and even if they don't,
Yeah, I was about to
like,
say, you ain't gotta respect.
Like, I can't make niggas, like, I don't, like, bro, I'm not really, like, trying to get too invested in what people think one way or another. I really am not. Like, it's like, I just want to create and just stay true to the creation and true to the art. And, man, however people feel is how they feel. Because I feel like as soon as I get so wrapped up in how people feel, I just already start losing. Like, I start losing grip
Who you are.
Yeah, who I am. Like,
actually, that's perfect, because the segue into, like, the next song is Overthought It, right?
Yes.
And so you
with
talked
Grace Internet of Seven Rings.
The newest member of Seven Rings?
Yes, newest member of Seven Rings.
And this is a song where you talking about how, you know, you got kind of caught up in your insecurities as an artist despite what you were showing to people in public. It's like, when did those insecurities start to set in, and why did those start to set in for you?
During Black Star Kids, because it's like, you know, I'm a rapper, but we're a rock band.
Yeah.
So, but I'm still a rapper in the group. Like, if you listen back to the Black Star Kids album, I never did nothing but rap. I don't sing. I've never sang. So much of when we're on stage, I'm worried, like, do these people like this shit? Like, do I fit in this space? Because I don't really. And so, but I like this music. It's not like I don't like. I like all types of music, and so me doing the band was something I wanted to do when I was a kid, just because I like Nirvana. I'm that type of person. With
Hey,
music.
that's fire.
Like if I like something, I want to see if I could do it musically. But you know, I think I was dealing with imposter syndrome, and also just like I think just being scared to lose the moment. I think being so scared to lose the moment, I ended up losing the moment. And I definitely it comes from like overthinking it. Sometimes I wish in those days I just simplified and just went with how I was feeling instead of trying to, encapsulate so many different opinions.
That's one of my favorite songs on the project because I relate to you a lot because I'm very introverted, and I think sometimes I present it a certain way when we're like doing a function, but in my regular life, I don't really be wanting to talk to nobody like that. I be chilling.
We're very relaxed people.
Yeah, and
very cozy.
I also am someone who is just like my new role at work. I've struggled with like overthinking and imposter syndrome a lot, and I still like last year it would fuck with me a lot. Like you overthink to the point to where you make the wrong move, or I doubt myself and I end up like not showing up how I need to. And it's been less and less that year, but it's definitely something I relate to a lot.
Man, thank you. And it means a lot like hearing that from people, like the relatability aspect, because I don't know. It just feels like a deeper connection to have with music.
And I think with your music that really makes it relatable is that you are just like a regular person. It's like you talk about how like you grew up watching iCarly, but then you go outside and you see the streets outside. But you're not a street person, but you hung out with people that you were your friends that just hadn't been in the streets, but those same people kept you away from the streets.
100%. I mean, like, I'm not a street guy at all. Like that's not me.
And you stress that on this album.
Yeah, like that's not me at all.
It's just you were. That's where you were at.
Yeah, but it's like but at the same time, like I'm from the city, bro.
Yeah.
So that's what like I grew up seeing that. Like that's what I grew up seeing. Like that's. So yes, again, it's like that balance. That balance of like, well, because I think sometimes, like obviously, like certain thoughts I have, I'm like, okay, like I have to work on my thoughts sometimes, but because I definitely think sometimes that leaves people in a state of confusion with how to address me or how I'm able to be approached. I think maybe sometimes people feel like I'm able to be approached or spoken to in ways that's not really the case sometimes because of that. But
don't step sideways.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's like I'd rather navigate that than like try to be out here, because I want to live like a really peaceful, chill, positive life. Like that's what I want for myself, and I'm in heavy pursuit of it. Yeah, definitely.
It's taking all the right steps to get your headspace in the right space to live a positive life.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to live like
if this was a dark album that you was in when you originally wanted to do it, like we might be in a different space now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the cool thing about the sequencing on this album is that right after Overthought It, you go into like I Still Love Her,
that's something you added like towards like the release date, huh?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna put it on the album. I showed it to Ashan, and he told me to put it on there because I was listening to the song that day. Like, damn, I fuck with this song actually. And so once he told me to put it on there, I was just thinking about it, but then it's like the week before. I was like, why not? I just recorded it and added it.
And actually, I like the sequencing on it because it does. Especially coming off of Overthought It, where you're talking about, facing insecurities with yourself as an artist. You kind of, next songs I Still Love Her, it's kind of like you just finding why you love hip-hop. And it's kind of going back to like where the relationship with hip-hop started, why you love and appreciate it, and why you do it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it kind of like brings a little bit more like light and bright to the back end of the project.
That's definitely the most hopeful on the project, I feel like.
I think.
I don't know if hopeful is like
a
word,
very pure.
It's more of a brighter moment.
It's still like writing wise, I feel like it's a little deceptive because the takeaway from it is almost like I still don't know.
Yeah. How you feel about her?
Yeah, but I know that this is what we're doing.
Been there before.
Shout out to Joe.
How is your Forever Girl doing?
You know what I mean? She out in the world. I couldn't tell you where she's at.
Shout out to Joe Cornish.
Shout out producer Nelson. Always knows the right spot.
She going. Hey, they watching right now. They gonna clip this up.
Yeah, I'm about to get a weird DM. Like
Yeah.
24 hours.
Yeah, you went too far, Joe. You went too far.
Yeah. But actually, I wanted to ask you before we get to the last song. Going back to you dealing with those insecurities as an artist. Like, how did you overcome that and get to where you are now as an artist, where you have more confidence and hope for yourself?
Making them songs,
Just making good music?
Because it's like once I made certain songs, I'm like, bro, I'm raw.
Yeah. And the good thing,
And Alice Guapo, that's like one of the main people I got to credit because he was always the person pushing me. Like from the time I wrote my first rap, he's been like, bro, let's go. Like he's always been pushing me. So I definitely got to credit Alex. I got to credit Gabe. Gabe has been one of the main people who pushed and supported me. There's more people. I don't want to get into like a shout out thing because I'm gonna like leave people out, but those are two of the main people who I think always were like supportive. And Jerry was supportive too. So those are like some of the people I talk to a lot while working on the album.
Yeah. And the good thing about like just constantly continue to put that work in, even if you are going through battles of imposter syndrome or insecurities, is like, if you keep working and just keep pushing through it, like it's not gonna last forever.
Yeah, because I mean,
because I think you eventually will find your groove as long as you continue to take the right steps.
when I perform these songs now, like I know I'm good.
Yeah.
Like I know it. I feel it. Like I know that I'm doing a good job right now. So that's the feeling I was always working towards.
Yeah.
I think performing live too. I think performing live helps a lot.
And seeing the reaction.
Seeing people react,
Yeah, and everybody gets hurt. It's dope, man. How's it feel as a solo artist performing for the first time? Or like for the first few times as a solo artist. You're used to the group, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it feels great, and it's surprising how much people like it. I shouldn't say it's surprising, but it's not surprising in terms of the music because I know I'm making sure that this music is quality. But it's just surprising, like damn, like the love. Like I'm always humbled by the love, like for real. Like that's really like love doesn't make me. Oh yeah, I'm that nigga, blah, 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 blah. Love makes me really be like, man, like, I'm appreciative of everybody, bro. It's really everybody's, grace and humility that allows me to go where I want to go, So I can't flex on the people who are the reason why I have this,
Like, he's a humble rapper that won't flex on his fans. Like, shit, Chief Keef said he pulled up in the Audi and I pulled up in a Honda. Like... I had a Honda too. That shit felt kind of a little different. Yeah, great on gas though. Like why are we shitting on the Honda?
I'll say this: like if you hear me say it on the song, it just it's how it's feeling in the moment.
Yeah,
but in life though, I always that's just not me. I'm just a regular guy.
Yeah, that makes great music. I guess he won't say it, but I'll say it.
Corner show.
And then actually, because we're on the outro now, and this song was all love was once, or all grief was once love.
Yes.
It's the outro.
Oh yes.
So why did you want this song to be the last song on the album that people left with? Because it's an amazing song. I love the energy. It has a very like Made Men Tupac energy on it.
I wanted to end the album on a bad note.
Because you did call
like
it
in terms of the energy. Like not sonically, but just man, like. I wanted people to sit with it. I didn't want to do a cop-out outro. Like sit in this. Like, I don't have a solution.
Like, I'm still actually... and that's kind of the plot twist of the album. Is like, I'm still in these issues.
Yeah.
Like, I'm still dealing with all of this.
Yeah, because,
And you call... Like, when the outro starts, you said this is the art of escapism?
Yes.
Yes. So, it is like in a way of just like, this is how you get away from everything that you've told us about as listeners, what you're dealing with.
Yeah, definitely. It was like a diary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And is that like a representation of like just like what you're currently in right now?
No. Luckily, no. I would say I'm still in like some songs I'm like still in that place, but that song is when it was like really bad.
Yeah.
I had a lot of negative energy and animosity within when I wrote that.
When did you when was that one done?
September 2024.
Okay. Yeah, so that was like
a year ago. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, something like that.
Mm.
Yeah, damn. This fucking
or maybe it was like November.
Already.
Probably September.
That's crazy.
2024.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, that's a phenomenal outro, and I like the energy of
I
it.
wrote the first half in November and the second half in September. I didn't
Okay.
write them together. That's what it is.
Was the second half like a completely different song that you just added to the end of it?
Yeah, because I didn't know what to do with it.
Mm-hmm. So that's
then-
2 songs you did that with.
Yeah.
Was it Burnt Bridges, and then this one?
But that's more like I combined like ideas into one for Burnt Bridges versus those were like 2 complete songs I just like put together like later. I had both of those songs for months before I put them together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, the sequencing is really great on this.
It is.
Thank you.
How
man.
long did that take?
A long time because it took me. I mean, like so many songs I took off the album at one point. I took Soldier Music off. I took The Gospel off. I took.
It's the first 2 songs.
The whole
Yeah. I took. Well, Until the Wars one wasn't gonna be on there. I took the Grand Masquerade off.
Damn, son.
I almost
Yeah,
took
you
over
was tripping.
Target
Yeah,
off.
like this is almost a whole different album.
Yeah, I took I Still Love Her off. I took All This Grievous One's Love off.
Oh
I
my-
took all
dude.
of those off.
What was gonna be left for this?
I mean, I got other songs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you say is your favorite song on the project right now?
Burnt Bridges,
Burnt Bridges?
for sure.
I gotta say, man, Until the Wars won the title track, I think that's a great sleeper song. Like that's just the first half of it is just a really dope banger bop.
That first one is more like I love that one too, and thank you. It comes from like a real place of emotion.
Mm.
That one.
No, I mean it sounds like you guys are really in this shit. It's like Until the War is when my brother gonna be selling dope.
Yeah, it's like everything that I talk about on that song, like line for line. Again, it's like I'm listening. Every song on the, every line on that song is like a real thing. Like it's like a real story. Like I reference like so many different people without making it about one person. Like, so this line might be about him and that line might be about him, but everything is like a real reality. So I can listen to it and like it paints a picture for me because I know. But it's like actually a moment that we had at the listening party when you were there. I introduced you to my bro Hera.
Yeah.
And like I was like, bro, I was telling him about that song. I was telling him like fact check the song.
Yeah.
Like I literally I told my friends like fact check my music. Like
It's all facts.
yeah, cause you was there, you saw it.
Yeah.
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 Did I lie?
Did I lie? It's all facts. It's the story of Ty fucking Faze on Mango Morage. Drop a bomb, Andre. So you put out 2 videos for it right now. We got New Duffel, and Bridges Burnt. Is there other songs you want to shoot videos for?
Yeah, for sure. Like All This Grief. The Grand Masquerade, Screwface.
Yeah.
I think that's my favorite right now is Screwface. I like Faith a lot, but Screwface is like the one I play in the gym
Okay.
where I'm like, yeah.
Why you standing there with a screw face?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one that's been carrying me a little bit over the past couple months. It's like,
Man.
what y'all on?
Yeah.
I'm low key. I'm the one with the screw face, like looking at
Fuck you
everybody.
looking at?
Yeah.
What
I'm
you
like,
looking at?
But that's it. I think those are the last videos. Those 3.
What was those 3 again?
All This Grief, Grand Masquerade, and Screwface.
Okay, so yeah, you about to get serious with the last 2. All This Grief and then Grand Masquerade.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm excited to see how those videos come out conceptually because you guys do execute some great ideas, but they're also simplified ideas too.
Yeah.
But you guys know how to make it visually pleasing for what you guys do.
Man, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
So how is it directing videos with Jerry?
Jerry is the GOAT. Shout out to Jerry. I am like, I think I'm a good director, but I think I'm not a professional like director. I think that's kind of why people like working with us is because, we're just going off vibes here.
Yeah.
And I believe in like making good art, but for a video, I also want it to be like a good time like putting it together. I don't want anybody to like have a bad time making the video. And I think Jerry is really good at working with that pace, and we're a great combo. But he's the guy, man. He shoots all the videos, he edits them, and he's just a super hard worker, super chill, humble guy. Does it truly for the art. So big shout out to Jerry P.
7 rings.
Big 7 rings.
7
But,
rings,
the
big 7 ring
7 rings
things.
co-founder, man.
Hey, Jerry.
Yeah, me and Jerry.
Work?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Jerry,
Yeah.
man. So being somebody that's been part of the record label industry or being on the record label and having a record label, put together a video for you to help you shoot it. and then coming to like DIY kind of videos that you guys were doing before you got signed and what you're doing now.
Yeah.
Like, what do you prefer to do creatively? Do you like doing DIY instead, or do you like having a label-backed music video?
Kind of a mix of both would be ideal.
Yeah.
They both have their drawbacks. It
Yeah.
also depends on the video.
Yeah.
Like it's like what there are some songs that people be like make a video for that one. I'm like I can't. Like I wouldn't want to do a DIY video for that. So it just depends on the song.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
that was like a non-answer, but that's the truth.
It's a little mixture of both.
Yeah.
A little mixture of both. All right. Well, while we got you here, man, we want to play a little quick game of this or that.
All right, bet.
So we're gonna do a mixture of this or that artist and this or that album.
All right, for
All
sure.
right. You got your list?
I do have my list.
All right, here. We'll go one
Yeah,
off.
we can go back and forth.
All right, you want to go first? Want me to go first?
All right, Convertibles by Chuck English versus Banco by Sir Michael
Oh,
Rocks.
okay, that's a good one. I gotta go Banco.
Okay.
The reason why I did love Convertible too, but I think Banco was crazy because I love the Cool Kids, but Convertible is like everything I love about the Cool Kids. Banco was like, I wasn't sure if how I was gonna feel about a Mikey album like post Cool Kids,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like he executed it perfectly.
Yeah, he
Like-
definitely set the tone.
I listened
with
to that
shit.
album. It's crazy that you asked me about that because that's such a specific album. But I've listened to that album 100+ times. Like Memo,
Drug
some
Dealer.
of this, yeah, Drug Dealer,
Francois,
Was it PlayStation 1?
PlayStation
Or
1.5,
1.5.
That
yeah.
shit crazy.
fuck SeaWorld.
But Mikey Rock's one of my favorite rappers of all time.
Same, bro.
Seriously.
Like, I'm
Yeah.
glad
Seriously.
somebody else said it.
I got so much of my style from listening to Sir Michael Rocks, man. And obviously Chuck English is one of my Chuck English and Left Brain for my future are like my two sleeper favorite rap producers. Like
Yeah.
they got
Yeah.
so much style and sauce. I
Yeah.
feel like Chuck English kind of inspired the Odd Future sound too. So it makes sense I like both, but yeah. So I would go Banco if I had
Banco?
to choose between those two. But
Okay.
I like both albums.
All right, dope. All right, for this one, we got two artists, Tupac or Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gonna pick Pac.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Pac cause Pac is real. Like
Yeah.
I'm not saying Jay isn't, but Pac is like I felt every word that Pac said. But Jay is like it's like 1A, 1B. Like
Yeah.
cause Jay, bro, like you get into this bag of listening to Jay, and it's like
It's just almost impossible to get out that bag. Like
Yeah.
your whole mindset changes. Like
he's a perfect
Let me put
rapper,
on the
bro.
corner.
From his
Yeah.
flow. So
Let me get a Benz.
I'm gonna go Pac. If I had to choose between the two, I'm gonna go Pac. But man, please know it is neck and neck.
so that's not because I don't like.
Yeah,
Jay-Z.
these are my
like,
guys. These are two of my big three guys. So yeah, but I go Pac because I think I go Pac over everybody.
I do appreciate Pac's message a lot more than I do Hove's, but it's just like how Hove. I like Hove's message because it's like hustler music.
Yeah.
But it's like also how he raps it is just A1. Like before Kendrick, Hove was the best rapper ever to me.
Yeah,
And then after G and X drop, I'm like, yeah, Kendrick's he got it.
yeah,
He got it.
Yeah, so I'll go Pac.
Okay.
But I love both. That was a really tough one.
All right. Cherry Bomb or When Fish Ride Bicycles?
Oh man, Cherry Bomb.
Okay.
Cherry Bomb is in my top like 10 albums ever, bro. Like
Damn.
what he was doing on there production wise. I mean, it's like all my shit. It's like jazz. It's like synthetic as fuck. It's like songs like Pilot and
Yeah, Run.
Blow My Load and Two Seater, Okaga.
Find Your
like,
Wings.
Yeah, I do like When Fish Ride Bicycles, but yeah, Cherry Bomb, bro. Cherry Bomb.
Okay. All right, this next one. Kendrick Lamar or Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson. What the fuck? Yeah, Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I just had to get Kendrick off the board.
I love Kendrick. Kendrick's like one of my favorite rappers of all time, but bro, Michael Jackson is the GOAT, man.
Kendrick could go too.
Michael Jackson is the GOAT, nigga. Like,
Hey man, Prince outlived Mike Jackson. That's all I'm saying.
man.
Calm down there, Chris Brown. Chill out, Chris.
yeah, man. Mike Jack, man.
All right. In Search of or The Love Below?
Ooh.
In search of.
In Search of?
In search of, because I found In Search of first. I just got more memories when In Search of. The Love Below is like some of the best music ever, though. These are hard. Some of these are hard and some of these aren't. Like it's like no in the middle. It's like
He says it's either like really thought provoking or just get
Yeah,
that shit out of
that
here.
was hard,
5
though.
minutes.
Yeah, it was right before the pod.
yeah, no. That one is I would go In Search Of though.
Okay.
Okay, that's a good answer.
But it's close. I love the Love Below.
This one. J. Cole or Big Sean?
Ooh. It's a
All
nail
right.
biter.
J. Cole is the better rapper of the two, bro. But just come clean, bro. Like when I was a kid, I fucked with Big Sean's music, bro. Like I was a good music.
So you picking Big Sean?
fan. Me personally, okay, who's the better rapper? J. Cole is the better rapper.
No, you
No,
can't.
we
you have
didn't
to
say
pick
that.
one.
We said this
But
or that.
who would I listen to more? Whose songs I listen to more? I listen to more Big Sean. I'm not a Big Sean advocate, but I listen to Big Sean
More than J. Cole?
more than I listened to J. Cole when I was growing up.
So
I
Big
did.
Sean
Bro.
won that one.
What's the redeeming factor about Big Sean over J. Cole?
I listen to him more.
But
That's
like, why? Like, what is it about Big Sean's artist?
because there's nothing. I just happen.
There's nothing.
No. I just happen to listen to Big Sean more.
What's your most played Big Sean song? Do you think?
My most played Big Sean song.
Yeah.
Yo, it's not supposed to be. No, I'm not laughing at Big Sean, bro. I fuck with Big Sean, bro, but I just feel
But
like
it's
like y'all set me up with this, bro. 'Cause y'all
Is
want me-
24 Carats to go with J. Cole your favorite Big Sean song?
Hey, that'll get you out of this.
That
No,
really would. That's
no,
a great
bro.
song.
My favorite Big Sean song is probably Fire.
I Do It.
Fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like what he was talking about on Fire. It was relatable when he was talking about his dad.
Was that on Hall
That's
of
on.
Fame?
That's on. Yeah.
Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Bro, I like the Hall of Fame album.
That's
That was the
what-
album.
that's probably
That was
one
the
of his
album.
best
Okay,
projects.
that's why I'm picking Big Sean, because when Hall of Fame came out, I listened to Hall of Fame every day for like 4 months, bro. I was in like 7th grade. The album was hard to me.
I mean, it was a good album though. Like 10
Yeah.
to 10.
But nobody, I remember at the time, like none of my friends, like, was like all my friends was like, what the fuck? But I, like, Big Sean got songs I like. I like J. Cole, I think is the better rapper though, but I just listened to Big Sean more
Okay.
when I was a kid.
Yeah. When I was a kid.
Yeah. But I fuck with, I mean, shout out to both.
Shout-
Yeah.
All right, who you got?
Well, you go again.
Let me go
'cause This is
again.
my last one.
All right. Let's see. So my last, actually, all right, I got two more.
Okay.
Tyler or Kanye?
Kanye. But I love Tyler, but it's kind of like,
That's kind of surprising, honestly.
because
Yeah.
you look at it like this, like I love Tyler in the sense of like Tyler's been one of my favorite artists that I've ever, listened to. But I listen to Kanye longer than Tyler, which I
Yeah.
can't say for most artists about Tyler, but I definitely listen to Kanye longer than Tyler. I think Kanye not only has that personal influence on my life like Tyler does, like it's kind of, I would say, pretty equal. But on top of that, he has the influence on just the world in rap. And his run of like his first like 6, 7 albums is like
man,
fucking
bro,
insane.
like-
So I love Tyler, but I would definitely go Ye with that
Okay.
one.
Do you think Tyler has the potential to like surpass Ye at any point musically?
There's probably people who
Just
do
going
like
off
Tyler.
just going off what he said in POV.
He's
That's
not
fine.
going to self-destruct. Like,
Yeah, I mean Tyler's gonna have a great legacy. I feel like Ye's legacy is complicated, but Ye, I feel like I don't know. I feel like you kind of have to come out the gate damn near like making classics.
Yeah, like 4 or 5 classics.
Which I honestly love those first Tyler albums. I just don't think they're considered classics by the average person.
yeah, like I don't think
So-
Cherry Bomb's considered classic.
Yeah.
by the average person.
So it's like if you kind of have to come out the gate like making classics, because Ye did, bro. It's like I really do love and relate to Kanye's first 3 albums
yeah.
entirely. Then he went and started making music that was more reflective of his lifestyle, so it wasn't as relatable, but it was still so fucking good.
Still really
like
personal.
he still went and did 808's Dark Fantasy Yeezus. Like when I'm a kid.
Do you
when
count
those-
Watch the Throne?
I mean, yeah, Watch the Throne too. It's like
He was the best rapper on that album.
Hey, bro really went crazy.
Yeah,
though.
I mean that was a great time for Ye. That was probably like as a rapper, I think that was Ye at his peak, like
Yeah.
coming right off of Dark Fantasy. His like rap status was like that was like a peak for him.
Yeah, like
You
that
know?
was when his writers was like at their sharpest.
Man, Ye was rapping too, man.
Shout
Don't
out
do
to
that.
Joe.
I mean,
Ye
I'm
was-
just
Ye
going
was-
off of what he told us.
Ye was rapping too, man. That's
mean-
why I believe in my heart. 'Cause
Yeah, I
want
like to believe that it wasn't all Sci-Hi's pen during that
Man.
run, because like some of them verses are just amazing. Like
Yeah.
I need to think he actually wrote.
Ye wrote
Gorgeous.
So Apart, bro.
He wrote
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
And-
All
yeah,
3
to-
verses.
Yeah, to prove it otherwise, bro. Ye wrote that to me.
Yeah. In my hearts of hearts, he
Yeah.
wrote all that shit. All right, you got the next one?
Yeah, this is my last one. I picked like some songs that I feel like kind of embody grief that you like.
Okay.
So some rap songs and Carrie and Lowell.
You know me so well. 'Cause that is Sheesh. Okay, some rap songs is like let me actually take my time with this one.
Yeah, this is a tough one.
Some rap songs perfectly embodies emotions that I didn't know I was dealing with. Like I didn't even know why I loved that album when I first heard it. I didn't even understand because it came out when I was a senior in high school. But then it's like I've had so many moments to that album, like so many like revelations in my life. It came out right when I lost my grandparents, so it was like dealing with that because there are people who define so much of who I am. So it's like I didn't understand I lost like such a big piece of me during that time, and just a lot of. I mean, I'd obviously been an Earl fan, so him growing to the point that I eventually ended up growing into of like understanding of myself. Man, the album was special. But Carrie and Lowell, I think I might have to go with it just because of how much I could play that album. That's the only album that I listen to every
Who's
single
that about,
day.
Carrie Lowell?
Sufjan Stevens.
Okay.
I listen to that album every day of my life, bro. So that's probably my pick.
That's
Hell
tough.
yeah.
That's a tough one.
Okay, and actually, staying on it, my last one is it Earl or Nas?
For who I like more, I like Earl more
yeah.
personally, but Nas is a legend. Like I love Nas, but if I'm being real, like who I like Earl more. Like I listen to Earl more, but I'm not saying he better than Nas. Like Nas is ill too.
Now
but,
stand on it.
But
No, I'm just
no, if I really feel that way,
Trying
I
to
would
get the
say
hip-hop
that.
heads on it.
If I really felt that way, I would really say that though. If I
Yeah.
really felt like, bro, but I don't feel like Earl is better than Nas. Like I respect what Nas did because I grew up listening to Nas too, and I still study Nas.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a student of Nas to the fullest, bro. And that's why I really got a large level of respect for Nas because I feel like he embodies what rap is, and it's kind of like an influence for me to be like, damn, I can still. Make rap when I'm 50, 60 years old. Like,
win
I
Grammys.
Hope, yeah, I hope to. I mean, even like, I hope to still be rapping when I'm 60 or 70 and still making thought-provoking shit and shit that I care about. Nas is one of the blueprints of that. So I love Nas and I love everything that Nas is doing with like mass appeal and like bringing out other legends to bring out albums that are actually quality.
Yeah,
like
the Raekwon project.
yeah, what
Slick Rick.
they did with Slick Rick was phenomenal, bro. So I mean, I love what they're doing, but man, Future, man, I'm an Future kid, bro. Future Wolfgang killed them all. 2011,
Kill people,
forever.
burn shit, fuck school.
fuck school.
You know what I'm saying?
Future till I die, bro. So yeah, Earl Sweatshirt, man, that's
Would
my
you-
pick.
I got a bonus question.
Yeah,
What's your favorite The Human Project? Yeah.
Yeah.
Reloaded.
Reloaded.
Okay.
Okay.
I had to think about it because it wasn't easy. I love a Paris Williams joint too because that was like the first one, so that was probably always gonna be special. Okay, yeah, I would say a Paris Williams joint. That's my favorite one.
That's a great produced album.
Cause it's just like, man, that was the start, bro. And I always wanted to do a project for Paris. Like that was like a bucket list thing. Like Paris is like my big bro, so being able to do something with him, that's actually my pick. A Paris Williams joint.
Okay.
Go listen to that again, man.
All right,
'Cause
go ahead.
it's a classic. Go listen to that one again, man. Paris Williams joint.
I got one more bonus
Yes.
one for you, this or that. But it's gonna be songs.
Okay,
Sing About Me or Mortal Man.
sing about me.
Okay.
That's not hard. That was.
I mean, Mortal Man is fire. I just love the story of
no,
Mortal
that
Man.
one wasn't hard.
Mortal
We
Man?
should end on a better one than that.
That was literally on the fly.
He don't got one.
Yeah, that was it. That was why I was just like, hey, let's just throw it out there.
That,
What? You got another one on the fly?
we can do a classic, like classic versus classic.
Shit. Hold up. Let me look at my shit real quick, y'all.
Let's see.
I'll have a good one.
Classic versus classic.
Like we could do the juggernauts, the basics.
I'm gonna pick 2 NERD songs.
All right, bet.
All right. Shit, what is it?
Why he does
We
that?
gonna-
Go ahead.
We gonna go Bobby James,
Okay.
and then Inside of Clouds.
Inside the Clouds.
Okay,
Inside the
man.
Clouds is my favorite song of all time. but
Damn,
I
you
do
picked the
love-
favorite one.
But that's my favorite song of all time. But I do love Bobby James too, though. But yeah, Inside the Clouds.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one.
Well, shit. Let's see.
Biddy the Butcher.
Well, real quick before we one last question I do want to ask just about as Ty Faison as the artist. What do you want to leave? What kind of legacy do you want to leave in hip hop when it's all said and done?
Man, I want to be one of the greatest ever. Kind of like man, bro made hella classic albums, and he always cared about the craft and the music. I also I want to do a lot. I want to help expand. I want to keep jazz alive and present through rap. And I want to hopefully get to meet and work with like Q-Tip. That would be fire. That's one of my goals.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out Bobby Womack. You know, was it Maiden Voyage? That's the
that
cover.
was
The
Herbie
inspo for the
Hancock.
cover?
Yeah, that was one of the inspirations.
Herbie. Ooh.
Yeah, that was
Bobby
one of the
Womack.
If you think you're lonely now.
But that was
Anyways.
this. Yeah, jazz. I'm always inspired by jazz, so always trying to keep that alive. Trying to just and also just hopefully like expand, but like both like expanding what rap could be sonically, but also keeping some of the traditions alive. Because I feel like I love the root of it. I love where we come from as a genre, but also I just want to introduce like new sounds and new things, like albums like Stankonia or Cherry Bomb or even Graduation, which is probably wouldn't be seen as that because of how successful it was, but albums that kind of like expanded my thoughts on like what a rap album could be. I hope to continue to do those,
Pushing the boundaries.
Yeah, and also man, make some ill music videos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bigger
definitely.
budgets, bigger
Yeah, I'm trying to be
visuals.
like, man, the rap Mike Jack, man, with the music videos.
Okay.
One day.
Seven
Like,
rings.
Yeah, every time you see a music video, it's like a movie. It's like a premiere. I'm trying to make music videos matter again for a rapper. Make albums matter again.
Mhm.
And I'm just.
I want you to record something in France.
I want to as well.
Yeah.
That would be that's a goal too.
Hell yeah. Actually, that's one thing I do really appreciate about your like the Seven Rings Collective, is that you guys generally do have a deep passion for hip hop and the culture and its lineage and its legacy, and I think that does play a big factor into you guys' sound and creativity, because it's like you can see the homage, you can hear the references, you can hear like where your inspiration comes from, and then the twist that you guys add as artists to it with your own style. And I just think that, especially in today's game where we're seeing a lot of younger people come up in hip hop just like not care about what came before them or have no desire to even learn about the legacy. And I just think having that mindset just kind of tarnishes what hip hop's supposed to represent.
Yeah, I mean, I know I annoy the fuck out of people with this, but I am a big proponent of like we must protect hip hop's legacy. We must, because if we don't do it, if we don't uphold these guys as legends, they're not the Rolling Stones. They're not AC/DC. Like, they're not just gonna get recognized anyway, just because like we're the guys who have to keep these people's name alive and keep their work alive and what they did. And if we don't respect it, definitely outside cultures aren't gonna respect it. And why would they? We don't even show respect toward ourselves. So
And you see it happening in real time right now.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, bro. Old niggas are mad annoying. Like, for sure. I get it, bro. But it's just like, we're gonna be the old niggas one day. And it's like, we have to set the tone of like, bro, like, this is how we uphold our old niggas, even if they're annoying or even if they do shit and they're out here looking crazy to a certain extent. But
To a certain
We always gonna hold you up, big dog.
yeah, yeah, but it's
Got a
like,
birthday coming up. We got you.
but
Thanks,
it's like,
man.
it's like, that's why I always try to pay homage to, the legends and the people that inspired me, like, and RPs to the great hip hop legends that we lost, who maybe we don't talk about as much. Like, rest in peace to Fife, for sure.
Five Dog.
Rest in peace to Jay Dilla.
Dilla.
Rest in peace to Kai.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to just like all the guys who I think really made a great mark on
Prodigy.
Doom.
Big RP to Doom, man. RP to
Doom.
Doom, bro. Like, there's so many RP to Sean Price. Like, RP.
Sean Price.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn,
Man, rest in peace to
forgot about-
rest in
Yeah.
peace to
Mac
Mac.
Miller, yeah.
Mac Miller.
Rest in peace to Nip. Like, rest in peace to all the people who like really, left the mark. Cause it's like they might not always get the proper homage that they're supposed to, and it's like it's on us. It's not just about the people who died, but just even the albums and the legacies. Like, bro, like you'll find there's good and bad music from every time. I tell people all the time, like, there's good music right now, there's good rap music right now, and there's good rap music from the 80s. Listen to it all. Like,
Yeah, it
and
all-
find what you like, bro. Like, I'm not saying you got a dick ride shit you don't like. Like, it's plenty 90, and y'all know, it's plenty 90s shit I don't like.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
I listened to it. I didn't like it. I didn't think it was good. And it's upheld. Have your own opinions, but don't just dismiss everything, bro. Like, learn
Stay
the
open.
learn the, I'm in the constant pursuit of knowledge about what I do, you know?
Do the knowledge.
Yeah, literally, do the knowledge. Man, knowledge is truly power, though, bro. Like, it really doesn't hurt to know more about rap. Like, that's never hurt anybody.
Hey, go do the knowledge about why Michael Jordan went bald.
Onyx, nigga.
Onyx.
Yeah.
We was the ones that made Michael Jordan go bald. See, do the knowledge, man. You might learn something new. But yeah, man, it's really dope to see, and just like you said, you guys, you respect the history, you respect the past, but you guys also want to push the genre forward as well.
100%. Because at the same time, on the flip side of it, in rap, you niggas be scary. You niggas be scary, man. Whenever it be time to introduce new sounds and new shit, niggas always, I don't know about that. Like, bro,
It's not for me.
Yeah, like, bro, open your mind, bro. Expand your mind so we can get more interest in music, nigga. We don't get interest in music anymore, I'm not gonna say we don't, but we don't get as much interest in music anymore because you niggas be scared. You niggas, the listeners, bro. That's why I kind of blame some of this show on the listeners, bro. Some niggas be scared to change, bro.
They're lazy listeners.
Yeah,
feel
like,
that.
like, let niggas expand this shit.
Yeah, because I just, for example, I just listened to the new Z Loopers album.
Yeah, that shit hard.
Like, sonically, as a production on the album, like, it's beautiful because it's
Yeah.
like very different, but the pockets he catch sound very hip hop. Like, it's
Yeah.
very traditional hip hop. But that's the skill set of being able to take
Man.
these abstract beats and catch a very traditional hip hop pocket in it.
Yeah.
Z Looper's been putting out some good songs for a minute, honestly.
I've been listening like since 2014, 2013.
Yeah.
Damn, bro, he really been around that long. It's been a name I've been
listen
seeing.
Listen to Bigger Than Me. It's a good, like, personal song
Mm.
by Z Loopers. That shit tough. It's kind of the same sentiment, though. Like, bet you won't push me around, though.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I was wanting to ask you while we were talking about Earl. How do you feel about the new Earl era and the new album that he put out?
Man, the new Earl album is fire. It's good to see him in a space where I'm not there yet.
Mm.
It's like he's one of the guys I look up to.
Mm.
So seeing him at the space where, and, you know, he's at a space where it would be dope to be at one day, you know, where it's like, okay, he's like a family man and, you know, and he's still finding himself within that.
Live, love, laughter.
yeah,
Like,
it's
hell
be-
yeah,
it-
brother.
Hell
It's
yeah.
Once you
beautiful
have
to
a
see.
kid, that's it.
Yeah, it's beautiful to see, bro. So, yeah, I love Earl's new album. It's one of the best albums of the year to
He
me.
has like one of my favorite lines from
Yes,
the rap year
sir.
this year was Jiggy Bricklayer like Jehovah.
Yeah.
I love that shit. That's a fire line from Earl. Let's see. Actually, speaking of somebody that doesn't have a lot of good things going for him at the moment, Joey Badass, man. Have you heard his album? I'm just-
I
Shout out to
honestly
Joe
haven't
Cornishow.
heard the album.
Yeah.
I haven't heard it.
it's okay.
Okay.
It's okay. But I'm not saying it's
That's
okay.
not what you said
Yeah,
last pod.
I'm
though.
just saying it's okay. You haven't heard it.
Okay.
Not
yeah.
saying that it's
Oh.
okay. Like, it's an okay album because, like, I was way more critical of it. But I don't like, I like Joey Badass and I wanted to see him win. It's just unfortunate the music isn't really, I guess, matching my standards. And I think that's where the problem is with me and how I feel about Joey Badass as an artist is maybe my standards are just different from what he's aiming for.
I think it's a little bit of both because I definitely view Joey Badass as one of the guys that care about music and cares about hip hop. I think sometimes life just be happening to niggas, and he definitely had a lot going on. But hey, he's still blessed. He's still up.
He's still up,
and-
but his tour just got canceled.
Yeah, that's tricky business right there.
I'm just laughing at the way Joe said it. That's it. I'm just laughing at the way Joe said it. Like
That nigga.
Respectfully, but like, because I wanted to see the tour do well. Absol, like Rhapsody, Joey Badass. Like, to me, that's a good hip hop tour.
Yeah,
I would go.
But
would
I
go
just
see
think
that.
for right now, like, and I think Rhapsody's doing some cool shit right now, but she hasn't put out an album in some time, I believe. It's been some
She
years.
put out it seemed like she's getting ready to drop something. She put out a
No,
couple
she did
songs.
put out an album like 2 years ago, actually.
She put out a couple songs though recently.
Yeah, little EPs with
Yeah.
Madlib, and then like Absol.
Madlib Rap City project would be crazy. I need that.
More
Send
than
that,
just 2
send
tracks.
that through.
And then Absol just had like a little 8 Mile moment on Mafia-thon, and Joey's album didn't really sell that well either, or did it have a great reception? So, do we think this tour getting canceled is because of like just Joey's having a downside moment?
I mean, it's kind of hard to say. I think optics probably are playing a part of it too, because if they have been kind of having these blunders publicly, and think people, I wouldn't want to spend money on that show. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It's hard to say. I guess at the end of the day, it come down to them niggas. Like,
yeah,
you can't sell the tickets.
Can't sell the tickets,
and it's on y'all.
So, how did you feel about Joey's performance in the Rayvon battle, West Coast battle that happened? Not West Coast battle, but just Joey versus some LA rappers. Do you think his performance was good, solid, just okay?
It was good, especially he heated up as he went.
Yeah.
At first I wasn't like that into it, but by the time I think when he dropped the
whole era.
Yeah, stop acting.
Yeah, get active.
Yeah, I like that song, so I kind of paid attention. And then Joey came with My Town.
My Town, yeah.
That's what kind of closed it up for me, because I liked the Rayvon songs. But then when Joey dropped that My Town, he turned it up. Yeah, that was, to me, one of the best rap songs of the year, was the My Town shit.
Yeah.
So
did that moment get you excited for Joey's album?
That's a trick question for Todd. He's like, I wasn't gonna be excited.
Yeah,
either way.
I didn't know he had the album coming out, to be honest, bro. I ain't follow the rollout.
It was a botch rollout, because it was supposed to come out on a specific day. Then the weekend hits, and there was no album. He said the label wouldn't put it out, and if that label didn't put it out by Monday, he was gonna leak it. Monday comes and goes. The whole week comes and goes, and then later that weekend, we get a whole new album release date. The album comes out. And then, like, the reception wasn't the best. Then he comes out and says, well, it's just a mixtape before the actual album. I'm like, well, that was never discussed during the press run.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, that's not – the optics don't look that good. It's like you saw the reaction to it, and you're like, well, no. This ain't the real album. This is just a mixtape.
Well, yeah, I would have to check the album out myself. I think it came out during the busy time in my life. Mm-hmm. So I honestly just missed it. But as far as his performance in the beef, I definitely – at first, I was liking the Rayvon songs because – I was just kind of surprised that Rayvon was coming at him with that much energy.
Yeah, bro, he turned it up in in some ways. I'm like, you going there already?
Yeah, so that was cool. I like that. But then on some like rap time, like My Town was like the peak of everything I heard. Cause it wasn't just Rayvon and Joey. I think they had the best songs, but it was a bunch of people dropping songs.
Yeah, a lot of people that were just popping up out the woodworks that we ain't heard about in some years.
And out of all the songs, I definitely think My Town was kind of like the best.
Yeah,
that we got from the battle.
It was a good way to end.
That was one of my favorite rap songs this year. I really did like My Town. That was fire.
Scared money don't make no money. That's
that
one, right?
Then when he came with no. My Town was the one before that.
Okay,
where he was rapping over like the sample beat that had Loaded. He brought in Luck.
Oh, okay, that one. That
song was crazy, bro.
Yeah, like, that was.
So
yeah. Did you listen to Rayvon's project?
I did not.
I would say that he had a better project, and he had a better rollout reception to his project than Joey obviously has.
Yeah,
so it's like Joey won the battle, but I don't think Joey won the war outside of that moment.
I gotta check him out.
Yeah, I gotta check him out.
The war's never done until the war is won.
Yeah,
until the war is won. And then last thing we got is Benny the Butcher, man. He's been making the waves today because he had a video. Andre, you got that video for us?
Yeah.
Where he said the reason the game is in the position it's in now because the nerds control the narrative and not the streets. You turned the sound off.
What state the game is in when the streets don't hold the culture of the game. Now that the weird Twitter nerds and the nerds and all of these weird motherfuckers got, they got their hands on the culture. The voice of the streets don't mean as much as it did when we was coming up. There was a lot of cons to that as well. You know what I'm saying? I gotta say that, but you see what happened when the streets, don't control the game no more. It's a lot of fuck nigga shit going on, man. And a lot of people's okay with it because they're fuck niggas, man. Hey, yo, y'all see what state the game is in?
I agree with that last part. He wasn't lying when he said that, bro. It isn't like, but
I don't think he need to go into more detail of exactly what he's saying, because I feel like one nerd niggas is like I view
talking about Omeezy or something. Like, who's he talking about?
I don't know.
I don't. Okay,
I feel like he got to be talking about like the internet in general.
Yeah, like
or,
using, I feel like putting like nerds and fuck niggas is like synonyms. It's kind of fucked up, bro. Because like some niggas just be nerds.
Just
Like,
and your biggest fans just be nerds.
yeah, like some niggas are just nerds, bro. Ain't not bothering nobody.
And
I get what he's saying though. It's definitely like from the 2000s to now. Like I think street culture was such a big thing, even when I was a kid growing up. Like versus now, like okay, for example, like if you was a rapper and you snitched in the 2000s, it was like
niggas want
was
spin
over,
your
bro,
shit.
it's over with.
it was over.
Versus now,
Or having a ghostwriter, honestly.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, shit like that. Versus now, you have a lot more perspective because you have people who didn't grow up in the traditional mindsets that informed a lot of hip hop of the time.
Yeah.
So now you have people who are like, I like the music, but the rules are fucking stupid.
Yeah, especially like right now, what's going on with Thug.
Yeah,
We're seeing
yeah.
everybody's be like,
That
yeah, bro,
shit
this
definitely-
all this shit's
So,
stupid.
I mean, I don't know. I kind of don't really feel like personally affected by it because I'm not a street nigga. So you like, I might kind of benefit from shit not being ruled by street niggas. So, but I definitely can see the difference. But I'll say this respectfully: like, I think Benny the Butcher benefits from nerds, though.
Yeah.
Like that's not a bad thing. I'm not saying he's a nerd. He's clearly not. He made that clear. But I'm saying a lot of nerds still appreciate his music because nerds have interest in breaking shit down because that's what nerds do.
They articulate
and so
shit.
he makes music that you do a breakdown on, or you really will get into the lyrics or what he's saying.
What's that account called? Hip Hop by Numbers or some shit?
Yeah, like these are
That's not a street guy running that account.
Yeah, and these are the type of people, like these Twitter accounts are a lot of people who support a lot of Griselda shit. And Griselda is fire. And there's probably a lot of people who listen to Griselda because they relate to it. But there's probably even more people who listen to Griselda because they have a nerdy understanding of what is technically so good about Griselda's music. So, I mean, yeah, I'm sure there's like pros and cons to that shift.
Yeah.
Of like nerds to streets or whatever. Like he said in the video, I just think it's kind of funny because whenever he makes those videos, it seems like he just came off like right off of reading the comment.
Yeah.
But, hey,
It's like
bro,
some very specific that we have no context
but
for.
niggas never acknowledge the fact like they be like rappers are going off on the fans or whatever. Rappers are going off. It'd be a nigga being like, fuck you, bitch ass nigga. And there's like, that's not going off on the fan, bro. Like, this man is not a fan. Like this is,
He's obviously just a hater.
and it's like, I think it's kind of a lose-lose if you're like a bigger artist, like to feed into like trolls and like
I think
negative commenters. But the part of it that we don't acknowledge enough is like, bro, like, these niggas do be annoying sometimes though, bro. And like, there's a Hannibal Buress joke that he was telling where he was like, y'all don't realize, bro, like my phone worked the same way as y'all. So when y'all tweet me this bullshit, it goes right to my phone. It's like literally like he check his phone and somebody like, fuck you. Like, it's like,
notification mentioned, but fuck you. All right.
Yeah,
All right, that's
you
what's
know.
up, man.
So I don't know. Like
And-
I think if I had a bigger platform, I'm probably gonna be on Twitter arguing with niggas. I'm just letting niggas throw that off the top. Don't come with my conversations with stupid shit. I'm
Say
gonna
some
argue with you
bullshit.
back. Yeah, I got time, bro.
But it's
like,
but the thing is, you could argue that like the nerds, quote unquote, have always been the driving force of hip hop fan bases. It's like when Wu-Tang first had their live shows, they was going out and seeing white people in the crowd, and they were confused why that was the case.
It's the driving thing of hip hop fan bases, but now I think it didn't dictate what was sold as like the culture of rap. Like in the 2000s and 90s, the thing as a rapper was like being a street nigga and upholding street codes. And now I think that is brought into question more than ever because there's a lot of people who don't feel like they feel like it's stupid and they don't respect it.
yeah.
Yeah, it is weird.
And so it's kind of it's like a weird thing where I see a little bit of both. Like there are street codes that make sense because they've always been a code of the streets, but it's like if you think about it from a regular or moral standpoint, one is fucked up and two
Yeah.
it's stupid.
Yeah.
But
Right.
then there's also certain shit that's like, this isn't so much even about the streets. This is just the culture of rap. And then some of the certain great things like that are upheld by our culture are being shit on by new listeners and new guests and
That
shit
don't
like
care
that.
about shit like
Yeah,
that. And that's
so-
where the problem arises. And I don't think those people are quote unquote nerds. It's just people with shitty opinions.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, it depends on what he means by nerd.
Yeah, because like, listen, man.
Because what if he's calling like a Adam 22 type nigga a nerd?
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Okay, because I think maybe when we think nerds, maybe we're thinking like
academics.
no, but
I don't
what if
think
we're thinking about like a D dot respect type.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas like okay, that's not the problem, or even like a fucking I don't know like a Fantano type where it's just like they're nerds, but they just care about they just listen to music. And there's no crime in that. Versus like, or do you mean like a nerd as in like the people who are actively aiding in like the negative shit?
Yeah, like pushing that narrative.
So it depends on how literal he's being
It's
with the
not
word nerd.
defined clearly.
It's not.
Yeah,
it's
he
just a
should go-
very
that's
generalized
all it
statement.
is,
He
like-
should go into more detail. We should get him on here.
Yeah,
come on, Benny.
Let's talk about it.
Bring it. Come this way, Butcher.
'cause I
And,
think-
and you
'cause I
never
think he's-
explained that line.
Step this way, Butcher.
Because I think he's kind of cooking, but I'm not.
What?
No, it's just weird to hear you say that.
What? Step this way, Butcher.
Yeah.
Right this way.
Anyways.
Yeah. But like you gotta think about it, man. Listen, listen. All I know is the nerds are the ones that are bringing the Pyrex for you to sign at the shows. And when I say nerds, I mean Peter Rosenberg. And I'm only saying that because he literally said he brought a Pyrex for them to sign in like 2018-19. So hey, but those are they do that because like those are the nerds. Like shit like that is
Man, Peter Rosenberg be tapping in niggas early.
super early.
Hey,
be
Peter
knowing.
Rosenberg need to tap into me, man. Us 7 Rings, man. Look, bring us some Pyrex to sign, bro. Like
Bring us a Pyrex to sign.
we embrace all
Hey,
the
we'll have
nerds.
mono sign it.
Yeah, all the nerds are safe here, man. All the nerds, come listen to 7 Rings, man. Y'all boys is embraced over here, man. Y'all good.
You know what I'm saying? Ty Faison, the Babe Game, Monogram, Medici, the Human. Like, come fuck with 7 Rings, man.
we
Until the
co-
war's won.
We co-sign the nerds, man. We not gonna call y'all fuck niggas. We not gonna,
We
Unless
love
you
y'all.
own that.
Yeah. Then stay over there, but support still. Just keep your distance.
Yeah.
Just keep
Stream
your
it.
distance.
Stream the music.
So until the war's won, can we expect more music from Ty Faison? Because you always say that it's hard for you to be in the moment because you're always thinking about the next thing. So is there a next thing in the works post until the war's won now?
I'm thinking about putting something together real quick. Just like I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
like I got an idea or something. I kind of got like a couple little like demos that I'm like been listening to, like just seeing how they feel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And seeing
something different. My next should be. I think I'm gonna do something different. It won't be so like I don't know. It'll be more like my taste.
Kind of more like in the realm of like what you did with Mango Mirai and the Saturn.
Maybe not like sonically, but maybe like in that creative space where it's more like free form and it's not so conceptual.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe. I'm not like I'm still kind of in my head about like what I want to do. I'm kind of figuring it out, but
Any deluxe for the Till the War's
No.
one? Okay,
no,
cool. I like that.
No.
See,
It that album is what the album is. Like
It's
there's-
done.
it
yeah.
is what it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
No leftovers. This is it.
yeah. No deluxe.
Dope. All right. Well, Ty Faison, I appreciate you coming on, man.
Man, thank you for having
Until
me,
the
bro.
War's fucking won out now. The classic album from
God.
Ty Faison,
Oh,
the
God.
debut album from
Man,
Ty Faison.
shout out to Yada Yada. Definitely go listen to Until the War is Won. It's one of the illest albums that you'll hear this year. Rap album of the year contender, man. Quality wise, it's one of those. So definitely go listen to it. I don't know. Shout out to 7 Rings. Shout out my brothers and shout out Gabe. Go listen to Honey Pops, both of them. Shout out, man. Rest in peace to my bro Brian, man, for sure.
For sure. 110%.
For sure.
Man, for sure. That's what Until the War is won, man.
Until War is Won.
Until the War is won, y'all. This is episode 143 of the Yada Yada Podcast. The Kid Joe Conejo, Black Hyphy, No So. We got River, and of course, we got Sebastian. Who's the podcast MVP this episode? Who we giving it to? Guap. Yeah.
I co-sign that. Heavy.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Alex Guapo. He is the podcast MVP of today's episode 143. Now, before we go, we want to end it with something special. We want to end it with the new single from Ty Faison, Off Until the War's Run. Burnt Bridges.
Burnt Bridges.
Burnt Bridges. The video from 7 Rings, Jerry P, Ty Faison. Until the War's Won, bitch. This is the Yada Yada Podcast. We out.
Get something come up. Why? Do you not trust me?
I trust you. I just want someone to think.
You gotta get out of the apartment at some point, wouldn't you?
I know. I'm just waiting until I feel prepared. You know, Jamal's still looking for me.
You're a bigger threat to yourself than he is. You gotta get out of your head. I'll be back tonight with your lottery tickets and your dinner.
Thanks, you know.
Why niggas telling lies? Niggas feeling shit, can't even look me in the eyes. Nah, nigga, we ain't cool. All disrespect, bitch, I mean to be rude. I'm rich burnt, cause niggas way out of pocket. No 100 niggas, only 10 of them solid. Rich burnt, bitch, nigga, pick a side. Cut somebody off before I cut off my pride. Rich burnt, I ain't going back and forth. I don't see the point, I'm the one you're adoring. Rich burnt, it's just me and my guys. No more talking about it when I made up my mind. Rich burnt, niggas hating on the low. Smiling in my face, I'm trying to think you niggas home. Rich burnt, why am I even surprised? Same niggas hating, biggest fans in disguise. Rich burnt, 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 rich burnt. Yeah, it's over with. This year I'm killing niggas, my condolences. Rest in peace, nigga. Come to my future, I'm controlling. I'm not being extra, I'm just getting what I'm supposed to get. Bridges burnt, yeah, it's burnt. Niggas mad, niggas pressed, niggas hurt. Lost friends when I figured out my worth. Every single beat getting put on a shirt. Bridges burnt, but at what cost? If you saw your opposition, would you get off? If you keep a close mouth, nigga, get lost. I Squab and Brian, you ain't know what they been on. You ain't been through what they been through. But still we never fold, it's all mental. Until the worst one, it's that simple. If you know that I'm a dog, why'd you let me out that kennel? Bridges burnt, only Brian, that's my brother. God's not the soldier, bitch, I put it on my mother. I'm the gold, there's no other. When I apply pressure, but these niggas don't recover. I heard niggas new raps, I was not amazed. I heard niggas new tape, that shit sucked. That shit